What is up, everyone? Welcome into the watch party. Sorry we're late, but we are here for Monday Night Football, and we will be here for the entirety of Monday Night Football. We're hoping to get Tony back in here. He just had some technical difficulties right before we went live, but we are going to be live for the entire game. So welcome to the game, and there goes Dallas Goedert. Cowboys already scored. I think it's going to be a good game. Got NFC East battle going on. The chat's going to be there, of course, as always. Sorry if I'm not able to look at my camera's like over here where the game's playing a little bit, so that way when I'm watching the game, I'm not like completely breaking my neck and trying to go back to the stream, but it's kind of like it's right here. I'm looking at it right now, but the game's right here. So you're going to see me looking around, so don't be distracted, as I am already distracted. Maybe I'll get the game track up here with me so I'm not alone until other people come in the stream. Get it pulled up here. Say what's up in the chat if you're there. Say hello. Give you a shout out real quick. Let me know where you're coming from. Did you come from TikTok? Did you come from Instagram? Are you just a subscriber? You have notifications on? Intercepted. Cowboys intercepted. Damn. I've been saying it, and I've been saying it all offseason. I think this Cowboys defense is going to be improved, and so far this year they've been very improved. I mean, they did pretty decent against even my team, my Chargers. There we go. We got the game track up. We got Mike on the mic up. We got everything up. We got some coffee here. Late at night coffee, I guess. I get those like Starbucks pre-made coffee, so I can just pour them and drink them like they're chocolate milk. It's beautiful. Let's check out the chat here. Hunter, what's up, man? Good to see you in the chat. Fel K, here to rep the Cowboy Nation. Oh, Hunter's a Cowboys fan too. Let's go, man. I'm excited to see some Cowboys fans in here. I am not a Cowboys fan, but I do find myself rooting for the Cowboys a lot. And it's because I'm a big Dak Prescott fan. But for the most part, I'd be rooting for the Cowboys. So I'd probably say that they're third or fourth favorite team, if I had to say it right now. Solely because of Dak Prescott, by the way. Don't be fooled. I like CD also, but I also just like going for teams or rooting for teams that everyone hates. I don't know. I like to ruffle some feathers in my takes. I like to piss everyone off a little bit. Hunter said, yes, sir. Hunter, welcome to the channel, man. Are you a new subscriber? I haven't seen your name before in the chat, I don't think. It's okay. I'm not a fighter, never claimed to be a fighter. That's what the Eagles fans are saying. We aren't going to win this game. We never claimed we were going to win this game. TDs, what's up, man? We're live here, and we're rocking. You guys can help me out. Drop a like real quick on the video. It'd help out a ton. Helps out a ton in this algorithm. Fourth quarter, a lot of people start coming in because y'all smash the like button here early on in the stream, so I appreciate y'all. We're here. We didn't get to play the intro, though, so I might as well play the intro for a sec while we wait for the commercial to come back. Jay Fly, you're here. I don't know why it's like this.
It's all good. Oh, I got my Stroop Farm shirt on, representing Philadelphia tonight, you know?
Them Philadelphia Eagles, huh?
Them turnover Eagles.
You're going for the turnover Eagles, and I'm going for them boys.
I got Dak, like I said, Dak, Cooper, and Lamb that I'm really, and I Pollard, but I'm really hoping for, some big games. They got a touchdown already. I was hoping CeeDee Lamb scored that. But it is all good. Dak Prescott is out here running the ball, so we're happy.
Okay.
4 yards.
You cannot be hate on the Cowboys as much as you do.
I don't hate on the Cowboys. Honestly, it's I like to make fun of Felke when he's on here because he goes so hard for them. But the Cowboys are cool. They could win this game, and I'll be all good for it. I love Dak. I said it since the beginning. I always love Dak. So Let's get. Actually, I'm not. I'm kind of a Cowboys supporter. My best friend's from Dallas, and he loves the Cowboys. So it gets weird, Mike. You know, it gets weird for me.
Yeah,
we're not going here so early.
Your fandom is so tangled up, Jay. Oh man, but welcome to the stream. It's good to have you as always. You started to become a regular on these streams, which I love. We sit here and go at it all day. That's a fumble.
It is, and
it's a fumble or a pick. It never touched the floor anyways. So Fletcher Cox, just easy touchdown there for the Eagles. Just like that. Albert says he needs 31 points from Dak, which is not good because he just fumbled or threw an interception for a touchdown. But he needs 34 points from Dak and Lamb combined. I think you got this, Albert, pretty much in the bag. Is there any weird scenarios anyone needs? Drop them in the comments section. I am just rooting for some guys. I have blowout wins, 4 out of my 5 leagues, and then the one that I'm losing in, it's impossible. I have Cooper, but it's impossible. I think I need him to score like 80 points or something, or 60.
That's possible.
No, it's not. Don't do this. Not the night.
Amari Cooper is he could be the best wide receiver. He could be the best wide receiver in all of football behind Cooper Kupp. Yeah. Anyway, double Cooper. Cooper and Cooper, the 2 best receivers in the league.
Anyways,
he says, look, now Jay Fly's a Cowboy. See, look at this, Mike. He said, now I'm a Cow. What did I do to be a Cowboys hater?
You always say they suck.
But today, what have I said today?
You haven't said anything yet.
He said, look at being a hater.
You actually are rooting for them. You just don't even know. You're rooting for them to succeed tonight if you have that many Cowboys fantasy players.
Well, shout out to RJ Woke, my boy, Dallas, Texas. One of my boys just moved out to Florida from California, so he's doing well. Cowboys, let's go.
I watched the football flitter with the one where you won with the Browns. Was it a stream, maybe? Maybe one of the old Madden streams? I can't tell, honestly. But I appreciate you tuning in, Hunter. If you guys are coming in now, say what's up.
Let's go, Hunter.
In the chat.
It's just the NFC East is so good, Mike. I just like all the teams so much, and it's hard to just pick one.
Yeah, totally. Totally. I'll tell you which ones I will not be picking. I will not be picking the Washington football team or the Dallas Cowboys. Or the New York Giants. I will be picking the Dallas Cowboys.
Yeah, I like the Cowboys. I think they'll do all right with Dak Prescott.
What's up?
This is funny. But yeah, Cowboys are dope. Cowboys. They're going to do something this year. Let's go, Cowboys.
Funny? What's so funny?
I don't know what made me laugh. It just complimented the Cowboys so hard after they just fumbled in the end zone for a.
That is true.
It's kind of funny timing. But I think they're going to bounce back, though. Dak Prescott, let's go. How did this happen? It was just Fletcher Cox. He just ran into him, bull rushed him. That was nice. But Dak Prescott's the ball again, Mike. So we'll see maybe an 80, 75-yard drive from Dak Prescott for a touchdown, you think?
I'd be down. Hit Amari Cooper a couple times. I want that trade value to go up.
Amari Cooper, 80 points.
Who I think is going to win MVP?
Justin Herbert.
No, I do not think Justin Herbert's going to win MVP. My beginning of the season pick was Lamar Jackson, but they're struggling a little bit. So I hope that he can recover and still get into the MVP conversation. I feel like he still might be top 10 or top 15, but that's a ways away. I think the favorite right now has got to be Brady. Maybe Josh Allen after this big game has now re-entered that conversation as a possible MVP this year. I think a dark horse is Matthew Stafford, which would be a lot of fun to see him win it in his first year in LA. But I think Brady's got to be at the top right now. We're making a bet with Joe Morley for next Monday's game. I'm sure we'll make something. We're going to be live for that game, by the way, Albert, if you want to come in. And Friday Night Wars is going to be Raiders versus Chargers. We're going to have 4 fans from each side there. So That's going to be great. The Sports Scoop. Gentlemen, how are we? How you doing, Scoop? If you want to come in, just let me know. I'll send you a link, buddy. Okay, I can already tell both teams will get a 50 piece. Yeah, I mean, if they keep making it easy for each other to score. Which would be good, because on my prize picks, I went fantasy scores tonight. I didn't go with the yardage or anything. Let me upload that real quick. I thought I already had it.
Well, Cooper might get that 80 for you, so you should have put it on him.
Right.
I can see Cooper. He got me almost 50 week 1. So possible.
There you go. Tony and Mike's are on the screen. I don't know if you put any Jay, but
No,
I
I don't have none up.
got everyone going over except for Mike Cooper under 17, which isn't good for me.
Wait, why would you go under? Don't you need him to go over?
I'm a big Cooper hater.
Dang, it's interesting. Yeah, I think he's gonna at least get like 30. So we were just talking about
right
80. Oh no,
He ain't
probably
getting
like
80.
4. I feel you, Phil K. I got Tony Pollard.
He's got 1.7. He's got 1.7.
Oh yeah, he's far off. 10% there. Yeah, Phil K. I got a league where I'm in first place because Tony Pollard keeps going off. So if he could just keep doing that all season, that'd be pretty nice. Tony Pollard, RB1 in the whole league, much less the Dallas Cowboys.
Anyways, if you guys use code Warzone on prizepicks.com, they're going to match your deposit up to $100. So if you put in $25, they're going to give you another $25. You're going to have $50 to play with. You got to use code Warzone when you're depositing on prizepicks.com on the PrizePicks app. Basically, all you do is you select all these over and unders, and you pick whether you think the player is going to go over or under. If you land 3 out of the 5, I think you win some of your money back that you put in. If you win 4 out of the 5, I think you double your money. If you get 5 out of 5 correct, they 10x your money. So, for example, if you put $10, say I put $10 in this ticket, and all these fantasy scores were over or under what I predicted, I would get $100 as my winnings. So that's prizepicks.com. Code Warzone when you're depositing your initial deposit, and they're going to double you up. Double you up. Tony Pollard, I got Tony Pollard on there. I feel like that was taking money from prizepicks.com pretty easily right there. 10 points for Tony Pollard. Didn't he have like 5 million last week?
26 for me at least.
Yeah, geez, man. And it is the fantasy scoring in there is PPR. So right now I already have Goddard halfway there because he has 1 catch for 38 yards, and it's so he's got 4.8 points right now. I might start playing the fantasy scores more because I'm getting tired of like sitting here rooting for one more completion or one more receiving yard and just being pissed about it.
Yeah, I like the fantasy scores better too.
Like I lost 3 tickets, and these guys weren't on the same one. They're on the 3 separate ones I put in this weekend because Aaron Rodgers needed 1 more completion, Patrick Mahomes needed 1 more completion, and Justin Herbert needed 1 more completion. I shit you not. 3 different quarterbacks I needed 1 completion from.
Those are tough because you don't want to bet against them either, so it's kind of tough.
Yeah, I know. You don't want to go under. Hey, you imagine how happy the people are that go under and they miss it by 1?
Probably a smart bet. Oh, wait, go under and then miss it by 1? Oh, that's, then you feel dumb. But you feel like, oh, I should have known. That was stupid of me.
See, Phil K is trying to get Tony Pollard to outscore CeeDee Lamb tonight. Good luck with that, Phil K. That's all I'll say.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. Tony Pollard's a beast, though, but he's no Amari Cooper, that's for sure. All right, let's see what Dak could do with this possession here. This 1st and 10. Pollard, there you go, Phil K. Let's go, Pollard. There you go, Phil K.
Phil K.
You're in first place now, or whatever, or whatever place you're in now. You're 1 above or whatever. I don't know what your league is, but if it's best ball, you're in first place. If it's head-to-head, I don't know. Never mind, Mike. Take this away. Take Phil K's fantasy team away from me.
You don't want Phil K to win?
Rookie of the year? I want him to win.
Rookie of the year, Jay.
Rookie of the year.
Offense first.
I'm gonna go Chase. I'm gonna go Jamar Chase first.
Jamar Chase?
Yeah, offense.
What was my original pick was Kyle Pitts, which is completely wrong.
No, Najee Harris maybe, but I'm gonna go Jamar. I'm gonna go Jamar Chase still.
I'm gonna go Jamar Chase also. I'll go Jamar Chase also. I'm gonna say that I think Javonte Williams is gonna take off soon.
He vultured a touchdown this weekend.
If he hasn't already, he's gonna take off soon. I think Melvin Gordon is like 1 more injury or 1 more like bad season away from just completely being a 3rd string running back. So it's Javonte Williams season. I wouldn't be shocked if he had 1,000 yards. But I would say Jamar Chase is in the lead right now for offense. Defense, it's Asante Samuel Jr.
Yeah, for sure.
It's Asante Samuel Jr. He's
got the only guy I can think of
for defensive rookies, for DBs. for tackling. He's got a lot of tackles already this year. He's got 2 interceptions and a forced fumble. He's balling right now.
But Micah Parsons is close, right? He has to be somewhere in the conversation.
Yeah, he's got to be close too. But also, we haven't been going against no like cupcakes either.
Yeah, no. Asante Samuel has. It's not like he's been the
Cowboys going against the
guy.
Chiefs offense, and he's our CB1 out there. It's insane.
Yeah.
2nd round pick.
I think the Chiefs. He made a really good play. I don't know if it was a pick or if it was just like a really good pass breakup, but he made a really good play against the Chiefs. You probably remember more than I would, but
yeah, he had a Superman pick.
That's what it was.
Yeah, it was pretty insane actually. It's funny because the wide receiver who's paid to catch the ball dropped it, which allowed Asante Samuel to do the Superman like amazing catch. On Slater is the rookie of the year. That might be another dark horse if none of these offensive players get their shit together. Start just
Jamar Chase. Yeah, you can
Jamar Chase has it.
Right.
Jamar Chase has it. Right. Jamar Chase is he's balling. I'm so glad I got him in a trade from somebody in the Warzone Attrition League. That was such a good
I know.
position.
That was a great deal. I was like, yo, Mike got a steal in that trade. I was trying to tell people.
Especially because the guy I traded for him got hurt the first quarter of the next game.
Oh, AJ Brown, right?
Yeah.
Which is funny because then I traded AJ Brown for Christian McCaffrey and that whole deal. And then he got hurt also in the first quarter. So you're the only one that came out like good with that. That's funny. And then Justin Fields was also in that trade to the guy AJ Brown and Justin Fields. And Justin Fields, I don't know if he got hurt, but he did nothing in that game. In that game, really. So
no, he didn't even get hurt. He just got shut down. I'm about to take a look at that game tonight or tomorrow morning because that doesn't make any damn sense. They didn't even have 100 yards total offense.
Andy Dalton season, we're back.
No, Matt Nagy said he's thinking about playing fulls.
Oh wow!
Why?
Now that would be insane if it's
why. Just don't throw. Go Zeke. Just don't let Cooper. I want anyone but Cooper to score here.
Oh, Amari Cooper. I think it's about Cooper Rush.
I'm okay with it actually. I'll because I want to trade him really bad in that league that I have him. That team's stinky and it's a dynasty league, so I think I need to rebuild. But I have good receivers. I have Ridley, Cooper, Julio, Jarvis, and Mike Williams. Like I have really good receivers, but my running backs are ass.
At that point. Yeah.
So I need to just trade all those receivers out, load up on running backs, and rebuild. That's what I think I need to do.
I feel you.
So, but no one wants Cooper if he's going to be putting up 2-point games.
Yeah, we'll see. I think he could. I don't know. We'll see. Hopefully, he goes up for 50 right now, but I don't know.
I forget how small CeeDee Lamb is sometimes.
And I was going to say Hunter. Yeah, Dak for sure. Comeback player of the year. He's playing right now. I think Dak should win that.
What?
Oh, he has Zeke wide open the whole route.
2 games apart instead of a full week. You mean 2 days apart, maybe? You can't do that in the sport of football. The teams will not make it through the rest of the
season. Like the NBA season where it's like two games? That'd be crazy. Yeah, Zeke was wide open that entire route.
There we go, Zeke. There you go, fantasy Zeke owners. Happy for y'all.
Keep Saquon in your starting lineup.
Dak.
He's a beast.
Yeah, Dak gets the passing touchdown there.
KT, my guy. Yep. Saquon. Mike will tell you, keep him in your starting lineup. Never take him out if he's healthy.
Saquon? Yeah, I think you got to play him now. You already waited it out, so you might as well play him now that he's found his spot. I avoid really bad offenses, and I think New York Giants offense isn't super bad, just really inconsistent. So I just don't know weeks where they're just going to lay eggs. Like the entire offense is just not going to do anything.
Saquon is that guy, though.
Saquon is that guy.
It's like David Montgomery, who I love this year in fantasy. He needs like the team to be decent on offense. Like he needs that to be good in fantasy. But Saquon doesn't need his team to be really that good in real life to be good in fantasy. So I think he'll be good with Saquon.
We'll see if he got in.
Let's see.
He's short.
Oh, he's short. 4th and goal. Damn, they better go for it.
Tony Pollard season.
Tony Pollard. Wow, Zeke. I mean, that's really Dak's fault, though, because Dak had him open for so long. By the time he actually found him and threw it, the defender was close enough to make the stop.
Yeah.
He would have done it earlier. That was a touchdown easily, like a walk-in. That's the thing with Dak, though. Like that's a knock on him. A lot of people have. I have a lot of friends who are Cowboys fans who don't like Dak just because he doesn't like lead receivers open. He doesn't like read, quick enough with his progression. So I think he still needs to get better, but he has all the tools to get there. He has the potential.
Does he start David Montgomery? He has Chase Edmonds, Kareem Hunt, Cordero Patterson, and Zach Moss coming in. Who do the Bears play this week?
I have no idea about the Bears' schedule this week. I can look it up, though.
I got you.
All right.
Dak QB sneak.
Hey, I'll take that.
The ball's out. They marked it down or no? The refs don't know what's going on.
Bro,
the
first of
referee
all,
has been trash this year. It has been garbage booty cheeks this year.
Dak Prescott has fumbled twice when I need him to do something good, and all he's done is just fumble and hand off for a touchdown.
He could have that touchdown. They just called him short.
They
play the Lions. I'm playing David Montgomery.
Oh yeah, play David Montgomery against the Lions for sure.
Zach Moss is probably a guy I would think about too, and Kareem Hunt. You have a good running back core. If this is your decisions you need to make, I'll go David Montgomery. Is the Giants season's over? I think so. What do you think, Jay?
No, I don't think it's over yet.
You're a bigger believer. You're a Danny Dimes believer.
It's too early, and the games they lost weren't that bad.
Mike Glennon will be in by week 6.
That's crazy talk. That is crazy talk.
Watch it happen.
Unless he's not healthy, then it's not crazy.
I don't know what's gonna happen. Either he gets hurt or he just keeps stinking and they just take him out. But Mike Glennon,
he's not playing that bad.
He's not playing that bad, but he's not playing good. He's not improved in years.
Prescott's had a worse game today than Danny Dimes has had all
He was drafted in the same class as like Josh Allen and Baker Mayfield in them, wasn't he?
Yeah, he's a 6th overall pick.
Look around at those guys versus what he's doing right now. Big difference.
Well, then again, Baker Mayfield has like a superstar cast like everywhere, and a coach that's like knows what he's doing, and like it's a little different. I think
Saints next week. They're gonna lose. Falcons defense.
They're probably gonna lose against the Saints, but
they play the Cowboys the week after.
They see that's a winnable game.
They're gonna lose that game.
They're probably gonna lose that game, but it's winnable. The
Rams.
That's an L.
The best that this team's going to be by week 6 is 1-5 when Mike Glennon takes over.
The best they're going to be is what? Yeah, because they lost all the easy ones. It's so messed them up.
David Montgomery has had a bad year so far, fantasy-wise.
I think he's had a decent year. He hasn't had a breakout. He hasn't had a breakout game yet, and he had a bad game last week. Yeah, I'll still play TJ over.
Yeah, Hawkinson's that dude. I don't know how they did last week.
Oh, he did terrible. He had 3.6 points.
He didn't touch the ball really last week.
Yeah.
But he's that guy. And you're going to get this with tight ends, KTC. Tight ends are going to be inconsistent, even the good ones. Even George Kittle's been inconsistent.
Not one of them.
Darren Waller's the only one.
Travis Kelce's the only one.
Travis Kelce, too.
Darren Waller's had 2 bad weeks in a row, actually.
Yeah, but these guys are Darren Waller is going to have bad weeks this year.
Yeah, he had 2 already out of 3.
Yeah,
he just had
one bad weeks. So it's going to be Travis Kelce or inconsistency is what you're going to get.
Yeah, exactly. And Derek Carr wants to throw it to that Moreau guy all the time for no reason. I don't know why. Throw the ball to Darren Waller for once in your life, Derek Carr. Just play, not for once in your life. Throw it to him all the time, and I love it. But anyway.
Phil K, the Eagles fan, is Dalton. He's been on the network for like a month now. Come on.
Yeah, Dalton.
You are our most loyal viewer. You got to know these things, Phil K. People should be asking you these questions.
I'm gonna tell Dalt. The Eagles win. Dalt needs to come on here with like 10 seconds left, but he has to be like with 10. It can't be like with a minute left because Dak can make that comeback drive against the Eagles for sure.
I can't wait until we get really big. We're just like this huge company, the Warzone Sports Network, and we can add Phil K to the team. Can't wait. Yeah,
Phil K will be on talking about the Cowboys.
All that shit you talk, Phil K. Now you gotta look me in the eyes. Tyler Conklin.
I want to say this to Felke. How do I sound?
You sound great. Are you all right?
No, yeah, I'm not sick-wise. I just want to make sure. I don't know how to do the conversion rate. I don't want to be sending loonies or whatever sort of Canadian money we got to be sending. So we got to be able to get Felke here in the United States with us. Then he joins the team.
I'm down.
Venmo? Like, how does the Venmo transition work? Do I lose money on that interaction?
You do.
Is the Canadian dollar worth more?
Yes. No.
Then no.
You're gonna be down bad.
Oh.
So both these teams have started drives on the 1 yard line now.
And Dak Prescott has fumbled twice already.
Oh,
One
he
for a
almost threw
touchdown.
6 right there.
Yeah.
Oh, this game.
Jalen Hurts is having an off game too. He's already thrown a pick. That should have been 2.
Yeah, right. The one game I pick all
That's
fantasy
terrible
scores
throw.
and prize picks. It's like, all right, everyone on offense, let's stink tonight.
That's just terrible. He threw it way behind Zach Ertz. Zach Ertz is probably tired of being on this team. I think he wants to go somewhere else.
I know a team that would love him to have him.
I know there's a few. I don't know what team you're thinking of, but there's a few. With Chargers? You talking about Chargers? Yeah, Justin Herbert would have made that pass accurately. We would have at least
Exactly. Exactly. Ask Patty. He saw it and believed it.
You don't need to bring Justin Herbert in. He's leagues ahead of everybody on the field right now. Miles.
That's
miles ahead of everybody in this game.
That's very true. Ahead of everybody, even Tony Pollard, even Cooper?
Miles, Jay. It's cavernous, my friend, the gap between Justin Herbert and everybody on the field tonight. I'm Fly Eagles Fly tonight, by the way. So sorry, Felke, but until you guys take a horrendous L, I'm not over it yet.
I gotta say this. I was gonna ask Dalton this question. Maybe I still will, but why do they say fly twice in that? I noticed they say fly Eagles fly. We got the fly part the first time, right? Why they gotta say it twice? So redundant.
But I think it's part of their fight song where they're like, fly, Eagles, fly. They sing that song. It's very sort of like old school college, you know what I'm talking about, right? Like, have you ever heard like the Michigan song? There is redundancy in it. But you should be an Eagles. You should be an Eagles supporter. Jay Fly, right? And then we go.
They say it twice.
Yeah, Fly, Jay Fly, whatever it is. Like,
we can find a way to make that work.
Yeah,
Jay
I mean,
Fly,
I'm not really a rapper, you know. I think that if I was, I would be sort of an auto-tune.
Auto-tune's good. It really worked for Cher and T-Pain.
But one of the worst things ever was when Jamie Foxx went to auto-tune. I was like, bro, you're way too talented to be using auto-tune. We got we got questions in here.
Let's get to them.
Let's see here. We got Hunter. Did you guys already answer this? I may have.
No, but I will tell you this. The man can't stay healthy to save his life. But the good thing is now Chuba Hubbard gets a chance to shine, so that's always good. And then if you have CMC in your fantasy teams, it looks like he'll come back eventually. So as long as you could just have good replacements that are balling out, you can kind of plug him back in when he's healthy. So I hope he feels healthy as a human. I never want to see injuries, but fantasy football wise, yeah, you'll be all right.
Okay, Hunter, I'm going to disagree with him because for the first 3 years, CMC played all 16 games for the first 3 years. Last year, he was hurt. He does have a hammy. They're not putting him on IR. In all of my leagues, anybody who wants to trade me CMC, business, I'm open for business. So who's ever got CMC, let me know what you're thinking. I will buy a lot of stock on that hamstring. And since he's not going on the IR, I would assume that 2 to 3 weeks, he'll be back out there and ready to go. We got.
I have CMC, Tony.
You do have CMC. All right. Just so you know, I know you like to trade. I'm looking to move Quez Watkins from my team if you're interested.
Nope.
Someone wants to trade me Cooper Kupp and Travis Kelce for TJ Hawkinson and Tyreek Hill. Hard decision. This doesn't feel like a hard decision.
Take the trade.
Yes. If somebody wants to send you Cooper Kupp and Travis Kelce, take the trade.
Yep.
I mean,
Travis Kelce's a top 5 pick, and Cooper Kupp's a top 30 pick, and TJ Hawkinson's neither one of those, in my opinion. So do that. Even though I love him, he's neither one of those.
I mean, I think that you're getting an upgrade at both positions, basically, because if you see the way that people are playing Tyreek Hill right now, everybody's just saying we're not letting him go over the top. And Travis Kelce's just consistently it's gluttonous the way that Patrick Mahomes gets him the ball. It's the same thing that Derek Carr tries to do with Darren Waller, but the difference between Carr and Mahomes is very different. Waller, with the amount of targets he gets, it should be he should be putting up crazy numbers, and he's not. I would do this deal. Travis Kelce he's just so consistently great.
Do it
And
now,
Cooper
though, before he takes it away.
Yeah. And here's the thing, like Matthew Stafford is there. They're using Cooper Kupp out of the backfield. They're using him in the slot. And Matthew Stafford, when he has eyes for somebody, he will feed them the rock consistently. It doesn't matter who it is. I will admit this. I'm a little worried. One of my buy low candidates this week was Robert Woods, and I'm a little worried. Like, I have him in one league, and I was going to put some trades out for him. The trades aren't going out anymore. They're not,
Tony.
but I would take that trade.
Tony, Robert Woods, wide receiver 64.
I know he's not. It's not good. It's not good, Jay. I didn't think it was going to be this bad. A Cowboy hater. Hell yeah, I'm a Cowboy hater. Screw the Cowboys.
He hates the Cowboys. Okay.
Yeah. Take a win from the Chargers that way, and I know it wasn't you guys. You guys didn't do it personally, but you can't.
I mean, they could have just need the ball and like took the loss. You know, they didn't have to try to score that last drive or whatever.
Break the leg, hitting from 59. My kicker kicks an extra point, and my heart just starts like shaking. It's just like just because. Yeah, Vizcaíno.
Yeah.
Yes.
That guy.
Get your ass together, Vizcaíno. Like, even yesterday in that game against the Chiefs, they had a chance to kick a 48-yarder, and they were like, nah, we'll go for it on 4th and 9. Like, that's how convinced they were. We would rather give the ball back to Patrick Mahomes at midfield based on Herbert over a kicker, which I'm 1,000%. That call in that game got me so hyped, and I was sick. I could barely stand. I was just like, oh, thank you so much, Brandon Staley, for making that call. I would be selling CMC if I had him. There you go, Mike. He would.
Not.
Mike's not here to defend himself, so I won't take any shots. But his fantasy season is off to a pretty slow start.
Let's go back to this, Tony. KT said Tyreek Hill is my weak spot. Let me tell you something about KT. You gotta give something up to get. It's a 2-for-1 special. He's giving you Travis Kelce and Cooper Kupp. You got to give something up for this. You know what I'm saying? So Cooper Kupp is having a field day every day of the week, every week of the football season because Matthew Stafford can throw the ball deep, unlike Jared Goff, and he's open deep all the time. So there you go. Take that now.
Well, so I'm not saying that there's like any sort of blueprint to stop Tyreek Hill, right? Like it's just not there. But if you look at kind of how the Bucs played him, and how teams who've had success played him this year, like Baltimore played him, how the Chargers played him. They're making him like those deep shots that we love from him. They're not there as often. They're not leaving Tyreek Hill in one-on-one coverage as often as they were before. Like people are just like, okay, let's make the Chiefs team sort of have these long sustained drives rather than these like huge quick hitters to wherever it is. Come on, bro. Really?
Wow. Dalton Schultz?
Wide open.
I had
a choice. I had to pick up a Cowboys tight end, and I went with Blake Jarwin over Dalton Schultz. That's what I get for picking a Cowboy. Even your crappy tight ends let me down.
Yeah, Schultz had another touchdown, I think, that Dak missed him earlier with, too. So that would have been 2 touchdowns for Schultz. But, back to KT. I'm going to say, KT, look, I don't think Tyreek Hill's are going to get shut down. I think Tyreek Hill can give you 40-plus points a few times this week still. And it'll give you 20-plus points a lot. But the thing is, if Tyreek Hill gives you 40 points and Cooper gives you 36, and Travis Kelce gives you 30 points and T.J. Hockenson gives you 20, I think you're still winning no matter what. And you seen last week, T.J. Hockenson gave you 3.6 points. That's something that Kupp and Kelce will probably never do this season. So it's just overall, you're not losing.
Well, let me put this out there too. Kupp, I believe, is the number one option. After 3 weeks, I'm confident in saying that I think he's the number one option. I also think Kelce is the number one option. So you'd be giving up Tyreek Hill, who's the number 2 option, still on a good offense, and TJ Hockenson, who's a number 1 option on a bad team. Like we saw what happens when the Ravens basically just said, like, hey, we're going to, we're not going to allow TJ Hockenson to get 10 targets in this game. Like I haven't rewatched that game, the Ravens and Lions, and I probably won't. I'm not going to lie. I do have Game Pass, but I'm not going to spend my time rewatching that game. But it looks as if they just said, TJ Hawkinson, you're not going to catch a bunch of balls on us today. We're going to make other people beat us.
And, if it makes you feel better, KT, I'd say Cooper Kupp was a wide receiver 1 in LA since Matthew Stafford signed there. And I think I've had him at wide receiver 15 only because I don't want to go too high on him. But at this point, I think I could fit him into like wide receiver 7 or 5 at this point, the way he's been playing. So, yeah, make the trade because Tyreek Hill is right there with him, and Travis Kelce, the league above TJ Hawkinson. So make the trade. Don't overthink it.
Felk's about to get banned from the stream right now for comments like this. The Raiders.
Yeah, that's true. The Cowboys and the Raiders are the best team with the Panthers and the Broncos.
Oh, my gosh. I can't believe I'm here with these delirious human beings. You guys realize
hold on. They lost to the Bucks. No, they're not the best. They already lost. Okay, are you kidding me? They didn't have a chance to beat a team that the Rams just smacked. So the Rams are actually the best team in the NFL. The
Rams are better.
Yeah, the Rams and Raiders right now are the 2 best teams in the league. The Cowboys lost.
Rams won 2 games. The Raiders won 2 games in overtime against Jacoby Brissett.
No, they played terrible that game, Tony. The Miami game, they played like terrible the entire game. Just the Dolphins were terrible because they had no quarterback, and then they won it when it mattered. So that just shows us that when they play a good team and it's close, they'll win. When they play a bad team and it's close, they'll win. So as long as they keep it close, Tony.
I'm not even going to talk any smack. It's Raiders Chargers week. I can't wait till next Monday night. We got another question here. This is Mike. Yes. Is it time to move Stafford into the next tier? I think he's always been there. He's just been in Detroit, right? Like it's never been anything like a talent question or whatever. It's just an organization type of a situation, and you're seeing people can have success when they leave and go other places. Ryan Tannehill has been having success. Sam Darnold, after 3 weeks, you can talk about the competition, is having some success in a new organization. Do I drop Juju? I would say find a spot for him on your bench. I wouldn't drop Juju yet. Ben can't throw the ball downfield, and if they're going to continue to run him out there, he's going to continue to dump the ball off to Juju, and he's got a real nice floor for fantasy. Should I start D-Hop? If he's not out, you should start D-Hop every single time, all the time. We beat both teams that beat the Chiefs. You did. You know what's? Let's stop here and talk about this for a second. I haven't heard anybody talk about this today. Maybe they did. Was that the Chiefs are very close to being 0-3 right now? Like that week 1, if Baker Mayfield throws that ball in the dirt instead of like throwing an interception at the end of the game, the Browns probably could have pulled that off, and they had a huge lead. And I know that's the Chiefs' MO, but like they're a couple bounces away from being 0-3, and I still have faith in that the Chiefs are going to be a good team and win a lot of games. But this start is pretty concerning.
How do you feel if they get the last wild card spot in the playoffs and they have to play the number 2 or 3 seed or whatever? I think it's a 2 seed how it's formatted. How do you feel about that for a 2 seed? Do you think a team like the Cardinals or the Rams try to lose on purpose and tank to avoid it? Oh, wait, no, I'm sorry, AFC. Tripping.
Yeah, no, but I get what you're saying.
Yeah, do you think they tank to not play the Chiefs to avoid the Chiefs in round 1 in the wild card?
I think that's dangerous to do that kind of stuff, to try and pick your opponent in some way. But if you're telling me that the choice is between, I don't know, let's say there's another wild card team and you have like who's down there in that wild card conversation?
So like the Bills? Oh, the wild card conversation.
Like let's say the Colts, right? Like, are you tanking to play the Colts instead? Like, are you trying to get to that 3-6 matchup? I say that if you're the number 2 seed in football, it's weird. Like, just keep the momentum going. That's what. If I was a coach, I would just say it doesn't matter who's in our way. We're here for a reason. Like if I'm the Browns and I'm like, okay, we have the 2 seed. The Bills are 1 and we're 2. We want them to come to Cleveland in the snow and try and beat this running game. That's not. If I'm Kevin Stefanski, I'm not tanking to avoid the Chiefs. I'm saying, why don't you come here this year and we're going to smack you in the mouth with Myles Garrett and Clowney and JOK and these safeties, and you guys are going to have to come try and stop this run game. I'm not tanking anything in the NFL ever.
Well, this is why it's tough, Tony. This is why it's tough, though, is because say it is the Bills that are 3, right? If you can get the Chiefs to play the Bills in the wild card game in Buffalo, and you're Cleveland, I think you feel good about your chances of taking one of these teams are going to go. You know, I don't got to worry about one of these teams. If it's the Bills that move on, you feel better about yourself because you might play the Chiefs anyway. So why limit yourself so early? But I get what you're saying. I get it because I have the mentality too. That's like a player, coach, athlete, whatever you want to say. I want to play the best guy every time, and I want to play him early, and I don't care. So I get that. But I feel like it'd be smart to just like have the easiest path. Look at the Bucks, or look at the Suns even in the West. Like it's just nice to have that easy path to at least get you to the championship game, right?
Yeah, but football's so different. There's no such thing as like an easy path. Like a game starts and you get one injury to a key position and you have to try and make your adjustment within game. It's so hard. It's not like basketball where if somebody gets injured, you then have a couple days you can readjust in the series, right? The Bucks went to the finals without Giannis playing in some games. You wouldn't see that happen in the NFL.
But they played the Hawks without Luka Doncic. So they're playing. But so I'm saying, like Baker Mayfield or someone gets hurt, it'd be better if he got hurt against the Colts as opposed to getting hurt. Because he gets hurt against the Chiefs, they're done.
I don't want to go down a basketball road right now with you.
All right.
But come on, bro.
Yeah.
Like you lose a player that's that guy in the NFL. It's one game. If he gets injured in the first quarter, you then have 3 quarters to make that adjustment, and that is very difficult to do because your backup is Chad Henne. It's not like you're going to a different scenario, and they were able to make that adjustment last year. The Chiefs were.
I get what you're saying.
I'm sorry if that came off.
No, I get your point. I'm just saying I'd rather my guy get hurt and play the Colts or something like that. But I get what you're saying, adjustments-wise and things like that. But I get you.
Cardinals are one of the Cardinals did this last year too. They got off to a hot start. Cardinals were messing around yesterday and almost got beat by the Jaguars. Like the Cardinals are in a tough division. I don't think they haven't played the Rams, the Seahawks, or the Niners yet. So this division is going to be fun to see. It's going to be interesting. I have the Cardinals as finishing last in that division, and I'm not changing it. If they finish first, I'll happily admit I was wrong and I missed it. How do you feel about the Cardinals?
I think the Cardinals I think this is the thing. I said this before, is that they're a great team. They're playing in a really tough division. The coaching is really what worries me more than anything else. So, they won some. I think, again, they beat the Jags and they beat the Vikings who missed a field goal. So those were, a win's a win. But I really think that Vikings game probably should have been a loss if that guy makes the field goal, right? Like, I just think they're going to lose a lot of those games, those Viking-like games, as opposed to winning them, although they've already won one. So, I don't know. I still see that they'll probably finish last. The Seahawks look terrible, though, the first 3 weeks. So, I would actually probably put them third right now above the Seahawks. But the Rams and the Niners don't even look that great. So, you never know, Tony. This division, that division's really good, but it's really just the Rams to lose. So, I don't see the Cardinals beating the Rams in that division at the end of the day.
Yeah, the Rams have looked the best by far to me after that many weeks. That was a tough holding call on that last play there. You grab a little laundry, drag him to the ground. I drafted Kirk Cousins, and everyone in the league is hating on him, and everybody in the league is hating. Kirk is crushing. I picked up Kirk Cousins while I'm waiting for Trey Lance to take over. We just talked about the 49ers. Like, come on. Jimmy G, the dude's getting pulled inside the 10-yard line. Like, let's just make Trey Lance the full-time starter already. Who cares if you go 9-8, Kyle?
To your point, Kirk is like the Aaron Jones of quarterbacks. We were talking about Aaron Jones last time. Kirk is the same guy that, like, he's just as good as any other quarterback, really, as far as throwing the football and getting fantasy points. But people don't want to select him for some reason. People, obviously would rather take the guys like Hurts. Like, Hurts went over him in every draft I did. a bunch of quarterbacks that you wouldn't think would go over him went over him. So I mean, like literally, Trey Lance and Justin Fields were picked over him every single draft I did. I think. But I'm sure you can attest to that, right? Like Kirk Cousins getting drafted over these guys like every time. And
okay, Kirk goes undrafted in most fantasy drafts, and if you think about it, he might have 3 of the best weapons that you could compile on a team. He's got one of the best receiving running backs, and Jefferson and Thielen. Like that's, and we all thought Irv Smith Jr. was going to have a breakout year, and still Kirk Cousins was going undrafted. We do the same thing with like Derek Carr gets overlooked and stuff. But yeah, those things are interesting. I'm so tired. Stop with all the flags, refs. Come on. Should I start Roundtree? Mike, don't troll me like that. Of course you should start Roundtree, especially against me. Start Roundtree. Roundtree, Shaft Jr., everybody. I think the Packers will still beat the Rams.
No way.
I don't.
Not right now, though. Maybe in the future. But no.
I mean, it's...
The Packers look bad against they were one Jimmy G not throwing the ball backwards like some weird, I don't know what that was, away from losing to the Niners, and they almost lost to the Lions. If Jared Goff, like we talked about this already. So yeah, I don't think the Packers could beat the Rams or come close right now, but maybe like week 16 if they get it together, right? Fair.
Yeah, Aaron Rodgers was out there doing like some old school like WWF like suck it things on the sideline or whatever. Like he was just, I was like, man, this dude is feeling his little greaseball mullet right now. Good for you, Rodgers, douche. Rams would walk the Chiefs. I agree with that. Do you start DK over Ty Lockett this week? No, you don't. You put both of them in your lineup or trade one of them and get a haul for DK and whatever you DK Metcalf is still DK. It's DK Metcalf. Look at the dude. He's a freak.
I would start both, but start Ty Lockett for sure.
Yeah, well, too. I'm not sure who the Seahawks are playing this week, but I would. Excuse me, my voice is going out again. Son of a bitch. I would start DK all day. I thought they were going to pass the ball to Tony Pollard more. Instead, he's just getting a bunch of carries. 4 teams, both Wests making the playoffs. Mike, that would be insane to see that. Imagine that, Jay. If you had 3 wildcard teams and they all came from both Western places, like how do you even like?
Is that called West Coast bias?
West Coast bias. Like you're trying to get these games scheduled now. Obviously, they're playing. You're going to have road games. 3 of them are going to have road games, so it's not like scheduling conflicts or whatever. I think wild card weekend is. I don't even want to say I'm looking forward to it because I don't wish away anything of the football season. Like even Thursday night, people are like, "Oh, Thursday night football's trash." I'm like, one, let's not say that because we're doing a live watch party here on the Warzone Sports Network. If you're new, please hit the subscribe button, join us. Chat is free. Throw your questions in there. We love talking with other sports fans, fantasy or NFL, doesn't matter. But 2, it's football. Like we don't know what's going to happen. We can get an exciting game.
But also, it's like those. Oh, go ahead, Sonny.
No, go ahead.
Well, I just want to say that's like one of those things where like people are gonna say, "Oh, I don't like it. It sucks" or whatever. And then if they ever take it away, everyone's gonna be mad that they took it away and be like, "Oh, damn! I wish we had Thursday night football again." Or wasn't it nice when we had Thursday night? I remember we had Thursday night football. It was the best. We get to watch the game midweek. So all these people that say it sucks, they would miss it if it went away. So stop hating.
Oh, I've been making some money on Prize Picks on Thursday too because it's on short weeks and you get a lot of fantasy points. Like you can pick the right like stacks at home on a short week. You can throw Brandon Cooks in your lineup. Might not be in any of my fantasy teams, but I got something to cheer for. Davis Mills in the under. And let's cash those checks, people.
Davis Mills.
My starting wide receivers are Tyreek Hill, Ty Lockett, DJ Moore. Any changes?
I love that starting 3. Keep that. Oh wait, no, you're gonna get Travis Kelce and Cooper Kupp. Make it Cooper Kupp, Lockett, and DJ Moore, and you have like the best wideout group, and you have Travis Kelce for tight end. Zeke is eating today, though.
He is. He is. The demise of Zeke Elliott was greatly overdone on the internet. Everybody was calling for Pollard and whatever else. Like, I do believe that Pollard has a little bit more spring in the step and pop and whatever else, but it's still Zeke Elliott. Like, he's still.
I told you, Tony. Not I told you, but I don't want to say I told you like how I told you. But what I meant to say is that the second round, getting Zeke late in the second round or even early in the second round, I think is a really solid pick long term this season in redraft and best ball and things like that.
I was drafting Zeke. The only league I got him in, I drafted him at the 4th position, and I'm holding strong, and I feel good about
4th round.
No, fourth overall. I took him.
Oh,
I like Zeke, and even after like the first slow week 1, like that was game plan, and you're gonna get games like that. But the majority of the time, you're gonna get Zeke in, some advantageous places. We thought the 2 games against Washington's defense was going to be tough. I don't know if you watched the first 3 weeks, people, but that Washington football team defense looks like ass. Like, it is really bad. They're giving up like 60-something% on 3rd down, like success rate to the other team. That is bad. Like 60% of the time, 100% of the time, they're completing that on you. That's not good.
Dang.
That's not good football. Taylor Heineke can't win with that kind of poor defensive play.
Taylor Heineke can't win because he's playing the NFL against NFL defenses, but I digress.
Okay, somebody in the chat had to jump in here and be a Taylor Heineke defender. Somebody get in here and tell me. Somebody get my back.
That's the problem, Tony. You need a Tyler Heineke defender. Good quarterbacks don't need a defender. Tom Brady doesn't need a defender. Matt Stafford doesn't need a defender.
Ride this train. The tickets are cheap. Come on.
The tickets are free for the Tom Brady train for any train. When you're talking about these quarterbacks, you can just hop on anyone you like. You can like Tom Brady right now, Tony. Wouldn't cost you a cent.
I know. I probably need to be in a straight jacket that says like this asshole supports Taylor Heineke nonstop. Come on, Eagles, pick it off.
Let's go. Yeah, this might be a handoff touchdown to Zeke again. Well, Dak Prescott really has done nothing for me, like always, which is fine because I have Kyler Murray too, and one of those, and the other one I have nobody, so it's not fine, but it's okay. We're gonna live. But yeah, Cowboys, okay. Come on.
What's crazy is that we had last year the Cowboys weren't winning any games, and Dak was on his way to 7,000 yards or whatever. And this year they're winning games. And that game against the Chargers, he didn't put up big numbers. I think he's got 1 touchdown pass to
2 fumbles.
2 fumbles. Zeke has at least 1 rushing touchdown already.
2 rushing touchdowns now. Almost 3.
Where was that last week against the Chargers, Greg the Leg? He's hooking extra points, but yet he's sinking 58-yarders against the Chargers.
It's because of the Eagles. He doesn't have to bring his A game.
Okay. There's more questions coming in. We're hitting the commercials here.
2-team league. 2 QB league.
We already
Russell
did
Wilson
that.
and Kirk Cousins. My rib I have starting right now. Saquon Montgomery and my the most open to change. Okay, well I'll just say keep everyone you got and then have Travis Kelce and Cooper Kupp and you're good. I mean Russell Wilson didn't play well last week, but I think he'll eventually bounce back. This 2 weeks in a row. It's kind of in the first week. Yeah, he'll bounce back eventually. Russell Wilson's the second half of the season quarterback. So just hold on to him. He'll be good. After the bye week, week 10 and on, he'll be great for you. He'll win you championship.
Just if somebody in your league wants Russell Wilson, you can part with him and you can ride with Kirk Cousins. Like that's fine. Your team's loaded, but you don't really need to make any changes. And Russell Wilson let me down last. I had like a great team, and then he just let me down in the second half of the year. He was like an MVP candidate through the first 9 or 10 games, and then guys like Collinsworth. I forgot to put my vote in for him, Al, because that's my Chris Collinsworth. It's not very good.
No, I like that. He's probably my favorite announcer. Just do that. There's a guy, and it'd be perfect.
Yeah.
No, but it's a 2 quarterback league though, so he probably wants to have two quarterbacks. That's why he said he wanted both. Yeah, take
Chris
Russell Wilson probably.
Chris Collinsworth excitement. He's like solely responsible for blowing up Odell Beckham Jr. Like him, and the fact that you can replay that one-handed catch on Monday night, right, or Sunday Night Football or whenever it was against the Giants. Like his reaction to that was out of control. I have Devonta Smith, Juju, Gronk. I know my bench. Waivers, going to try to make some trades. Yeah, always be inactive. Always be active. Always be out there.
I made 4 trades in our league, and for no reason too, Tony, just because.
Oh, this dude, you stay trading your team. Eventually, I really think that you're going to end up with like offensive guards, and I'm going to be like, how did he end up? How did he end up with
I almost picked up Jalen Ramsey last week. Just because I thought he had a pick 6, and I didn't know if he'd get a touchdown like that. I wasn't sure how the rules were set up. But I was going to pick Jalen Ramsey last week. You can't pick him up in our league, by the way. This Adam.
Oh, you probably can in this league. Like this league, I might have to like make some changes where it's like you don't have to start a quarterback because bye weeks are coming up, and there's going to be some really thin rosters in this league for sure. FLK, this division might be the exact opposite of last year. If you talk about the NFC East, it definitely feels different, right? Like, and it would have been different last year too had Dak not gotten injured. Like, it would have just been a different division. But the Giants, 0-3, yikes, yikes.
Yeah, it's tough out here. We'll see if the Eagles could do something right now with Miles Sanders running for 50 yards to midfield. But
I agree.
Yeah,
KTT.
I agree too.
I agree. Sign off on that. I gotta get a drink of water or something.
Do I use Kareem Hunt as his trade piece? Oh yeah, I would try to trade Kareem Hunt. That's just me though. I would definitely try to get rid of Kareem Hunt for something in return in another position that you need.
I'm a fan of the hurdle. Where do you guys sit on the hurdling of like all these running backs now? I love the hurdle. Like, why lower your shoulder and possibly take a hit to your head or like you're jamming a shoulder or something? Like, let's get the hurdle.
I'm a big hurdle guy too, Tony. I like the hurdle. I think the hurdle just looks better too. It just unless if you're like one of those crazy good power backs that just trucks people like nothing, like Derrick Henry or something like that. Other than that, just hurdle over people. Yeah. Other than that, Brandon Ayuk's hurdle was nasty. This one was good right here. Yeah. I'm all for hurdles.
I think that I'm also secretly jealous, like envious of the hurdle because I'm not sure I could clear a curb at this point in my life. Like, so I just love the fact that there's people on the planet who could be running full speed and there's a guy right there who basically wants to end your life and you're just like, whoop, just go over the top of them.
Well, I'll say this. When I was in high school, I played quarterback, but I got asked to play wide receiver my senior year of high school, and I didn't do it. And I was like, the one good thing about playing, because I weighed like 165, maybe 75 pounds at that time. So I was like, maybe the good thing would have been I could have maybe hurdled over people because I was like, my jumping ability did nothing for me as a quarterback, but maybe I never hurdled anybody before. I dunked on someone before, Tony Tucker, but never hurdled anybody. I've dunked on people before. Yeah,
I've dunked. I mean, everybody who's ever played basketball on an adjustable rim has dunked. I've never dunked like you know what I'm saying? Like you lower it down to like 8 feet and you throw down and it's fun and you have fun with it. But to play on a full size rim and be able to dunk, that's like, I look at birds the same way. I'm just like, oh man, that's so cool. Look at what you can do.
Well, I'm 6'3", so maybe it's kind of cheating, but yeah, I remember I would get like the refs would talk to me in warm-ups because I'd be like dunking like in warm-ups just because I just was so like, you know how like when you get dunk, you just want to do it all the time. It's like you're kind of showing off at a little bit, but yeah, I was just a guy that always like would do that because I knew it wouldn't last forever, Tony, and it definitely doesn't. So.
Oh no, the spring will definitely leave you. About this game though, like how do the Eagles waste that drive? You get that kind of a big play out of Miles Sanders, and then you essentially go 4 yards over the next couple of plays. Like I think that's kind of the only thing that not scares me because I don't really care about the Eagles. But like when we were doing our like talking about the Eagles for the year and like the outlook for it, I was just like, I don't know if your number one receiver is a rookie and like you're not really sure like the tight end or here it is. And Jalen Hurts is like out there to prove himself. And I think Jalen Hurts can be a good quarterback. There just was so many question marks that when I look at good teams, I'm like, oh, I don't really have any questions about who they are or what they are. And I just feel like there's still a lot of questions about the Eagles and they're trying to like figure out what they do and who they are.
No, I agree with that. Just because the Eagles could be good. Like they could be good. But I think such a big reason why I've been high on them is because the division is so bad. But if the Cowboys can pull out this win and the football team can get Fitzpatrick back or a decent, I'm not going to get into that right now, Tony. But the point is, if these teams could play better than they played last year, the Eagles are in trouble. Including the Giants. The Giants get it together as well. The Eagles are in trouble because they're not going to win any divisional games, and they're not going to win any games out of the division really, besides maybe 1 or 2. So it's looking really bad for them. You know what I'm saying? Like, because that's what you kind of put your hat on is that they're going to win a lot of division games and then still a game or 2 outside of the division and be fine and go to the playoffs. But if you don't do that, it's going to be tough. So yeah, it is. But everything that you've already said is basically spot on. Like, rookie wide receiver, Hurts is like inconsistent, shaky. We're not too sure what we have with him. I personally think he'll do great. He has a lot of potential. So it's tough. Miles Sanders, though, I'm still high on him. It's the one guy. So, yeah.
The Cowboys are winning this division. No one else. They're the best team in this division. You can see it here on this game already.
I'm actually going to agree with that because the Giants 0-3. So even if they're better, I think it's starting to get a little late.
Washington football team sucks.
The Washington football team is playing terrible. They don't give Gibson the ball. They don't. Terry McLaurin doesn't get anything because they have a quarterback that can't throw to anybody. The defense isn't as good as it was. Sorry, Tony. This is not even shot at Tyler Higgins. I'm just telling you in general. Like the team is not that good this year. Let's see who, and then the Eagles, and then we're looking at the Eagles now. They're losing to the Cowboys. So yeah, the Cowboys look like they'll win this division, just based off what.
Well, my whole recipe for success in picking the Washington football team was that they were going to have a top 5 defense, and they have a bottom 5 defense. It's atrocious. Like all I heard from Washington fans was, "We got Willie Jackson, and Ioannidis is back, and the front 7 are on." And I was just like, you know what? I started kind of buying into the hype. And we got Jamin Davis, and I was like, oh man, you know what? This front, I was like, the Washington, it's not good. The first 3 weeks, it has been really, really bad.
Is Montez on that team?
The YouTube wormhole. It's the YouTube wormhole you went into, Tony. You should have known after seeing that game against the Chargers how bad they look.
Oh, Dak.
You guys are ahead of me.
Oh, it's a touchdown.
It's a touchdown from here?
Was that a fumble, Tony? I'm behind Tony a little bit, but it looked like Dak Prescott possibly fumbled it for let's see. I'm watching the replay. I have no audio on, so
not again.
Oh no.
Let's see.
I thought it was the same thing.
I think like a forward pass.
I mean, Sirianni might just be crazy enough to review it, but his arm is definitely going forward. It gets stopped kind of at the top of his release, like right here. Like he doesn't get to finish the follow through.
It was like a
If the NFL is consistent, they'll call this a fumble. Because they call.
You know what? I like it. I like that, Mike. You're right.
Let's be consistent.
They're the most inconsistent refs.
Well, they didn't call it a fumble. Dak has the ball again, so there's nothing on that.
What is going on with Jalen Hurts? He has 1 point in fantasy right now.
Wow. Yeah, Jalen Hurts has done nothing but throw interceptions.
Jalen Hurts, I only needed 3 points to beat what's his name tonight. It's not looking good so far.
Is that Donovan? Who is that? Cedric Wilson?
Cedric Wilson. Doing his David Tyree thing. It's not a catch. Like, come on. He's that close to the sidelines. There's no way he got both feet down.
He didn't get 2 feet in. I've seen the replay twice.
He got 1 foot down.
The refs are just... I know, but I'm saying where he caught the ball, you can't imagine he got his feet in. The refs are just so terrible that they're just like, well, let's call it a catch, so that way it's hard to reverse it or stay. Like we'll put this on.
Coach right now.
Yeah, Nick Sirianni is like he's thinking the same thing I am. You called this a catch?
Just look at his face though. His face is just like, I can't believe this. Like he's like, I'm fluttered, I'm deflabbergasted, or whatever.
Wasting all these ticket payers' money and time and energy.
He's like, I had a T-shirt with your name on it that said "Beat the Cowboys," and you're not getting it anymore. Thanks, Sirianni.
His face is hilarious. I've never seen somebody just so disgusted in their life. Oh yeah, so your team is good. So basically, his team is good. Basically, your team is good. If you're like me, you want to make trades for like just no reason at all. Just trade for guys that you just personally like. Like I traded for OBJ. I traded Mark Andrews for OBJ just because I like OBJ as a person and that's like a football player. Like that was it.
Yeah.
And I've done that a lot of times. Fun.
In a tight end premium league, it was a bad trade.
It was.
But just for fun. Trade piece again. It just depends on the depth of your team and the depth of the league.
Yeah, trade Kareem Hunt. He has 2 great running backs. He has good backups. He has Zach Moss as a backup. So trade Kareem Hunt.
Trade that man. Trade him now while you got him high right now.
Yeah, trade him. Get rid of that guy.
I'm holding on to him in a Warzone of attrition. I think I'm gonna ride this thing out with Kareem Hunt.
Hunting for Chubb's points.
Yeah.
I got Jayhawk. You think Jayhawk will play next week if Henderson's still out? I think Henderson hopefully gets back in the.
Did you watch Sony Michel yesterday? He looked like everything he was supposed to be in New England all those years.
So Jayhawk is done? The Jayhawk season's over already? That fast?
I mean, Shock Jayhawk is starting out, but...
Jayhawk season came and gone.
Jayhawk, that was very fast. Tyler Henneke's lasted longer than Jayhawk. That's kind of sad. I'm just playing Tony.
You
right.
Scotty's
how was your vacation, Tony?
Your one-day vacation.
No, it wasn't much of a vacation. By the third quarter, I'm not going to be able to talk. That's the bottom line. There's going to be zero voice left.
You want a bottle of water?
No, I'm going to have to.
I think the world is your oyster, KTC. I didn't see the team. What does he need?
He doesn't need anything. He has a great wide receivers. Look at his team. Travis Kelce. Remember, he's going to have a number 1 tight end. Cooper Kupp, Tyler Lockett. He said DK Metcalf too, right? And then he has another BC wide receiver that I can't remember, but he has like 4 great receivers. And then he has Montgomery and Saquon and Moss and like another one. He has like just everybody you would possibly want in fantasy football.
I would just keep your depth just in case something happens to somebody. You're gonna be good through bye weeks. You're not gonna have to worry about it. Just keep.
He has Devonta Smith and Juju on top of that.
Unless you're able to upgrade for another elite running back, like say you pair
DJ Moore. Sorry, and DJ
pair
Moore. Everybody.
Hunt and if you pair Hunt and Montgomery for another elite running back, maybe someone's desperate to get some depth. But I can't really think of anything other than like.
CMC for Hunt and Montgomery. Someone might do it.
Someone might do it.
I'll give that a shot. And then get Chuba Hubbard because he's probably not even picked up in that league. Because
or you could just play like you play Zach Moss until CMC comes back.
Yeah. But still, pick up Chuba Hubbard in that league.
All right, Jalen Hurts.
Yeah,
time, let's go, Jalen.
Mike, I owe you a little, not a full apology because it's only 3 weeks into the season, but Mike advised me to draft Zach Moss, and he's now had back-to-back good weeks. And originally, when Zach Moss didn't even dress for week 1, I talked a little smack to you. So now I'm saying you get half an apology because he's now had 3 touchdowns in 2 weeks.
So
I'd rather you have 3 and 2 than have 3 and 3.
What would it take for me to get a full apology?
Like hitting the ball out like the whole season.
Yeah,
I love Zach Moss and Devin Singletary in best ball because whichever one does good that week, you don't have to worry about it. It's like stress free. You just let it happen.
Zach Moss was just young, and they gave him a lot of work last year, but not so much that it ran his legs out from under him or put him in injury risk. I just got a feeling about the guy.
Come on!
He was who they were grooming, and that's
a flag? Is that a flag? No,
it should be.
Come on, Jalen. Let's bust a big run here, buddy.
Did you see the Russell Wilson flag on Sunday? It was so funny. Russell Wilson falls face helmet first on the grass. And then Everett Griffin jumps on his back and shoves him back down, and they throw a flag for that for unnecessary roughness or whatever. And then Everett Griffin's like,
do the refs get paid less if they call penalties on the Cowboys? Is there something in their pay scale where it's Cowboys?
In a way, yes. It's the Cowboys. It's the Cowboys. You have to favor them every game. That's the point of the Cowboys. It's a few teams that get that. Cowboys get that. Brady's teams get that. Just certain teams get it, and the Cowboys are one of them. And I love Brady, so it's not like I'm not hating it. It's good. I'm glad the Cowboys. I want them to win. I mean,
I'm okay with it
in general.
What the hell,
okay
Jalen Smith? You're a maniac, man. You see him flying there and jumping on top of them? Like, what are you doing, man? There's 10 people wrapped around him.
The NFL's on a vendetta to get them in the playoffs.
You're not allowed to spear dog piles. That wasn't a spear.
Shit. There's a JJ Arcega-Whiteside sighting.
Really?
Yeah, he's blocking.
He's there, but yeah, I see he helped Jalen Hurts up on the ground. That's the most he's done all season, probably, is helping this man.
Where's Travis Fulgham been all year?
Nowhere. He's not playing.
Oh my goodness.
I think Fulgham got cut, and I think he's on the practice squad.
Practice squad, yeah.
This Cowboys defense is better. I'm telling you guys. You gotta listen to Mike every once in a while.
Mike on the mic?
Yeah.
Well,
they've been better all year.
It's
it's
definitely improved. But from what? Last year they were like one of the worst defenses of all time. Like, is it a championship level defense?
No, I think they're approaching not top 15, but they're approaching like more towards an average defense than a shitty defense like they've been.
Where's Watkins? There you go, Tony.
Run! Oh my gosh!
Doesn't even matter. It's Pop Quiz season, and they can't even. They get a holding call on it.
He's not gonna get any fantasy points tonight.
Who? Watkins?
Hurts.
He has to. I only need 3 points to beat it. I only need 3 points. He needs 3 points. That's it. Him and Quez Watkins have to combine for 3 points.
They can
I get the W.
Well, that's 3 points off the board for you right now. That was 3 points for Watkins right there. A 20-yard catch.
Yeah. No, I know how easy it is for me to win it, but it's not happening. The Eagles' defense is doing everything in this game. Like,
I understand how fantasy football works. It's just not happening.
It's not happening. I think Quez has 1 catch. I haven't checked, but
trade him for Jamar Chase.
What do you mean? I have Tyler Conklin.
That's an option to trade him for Jamar Chase. Trade him for Jamar Chase.
Wait, well, that's not a real thing, is it? I know someone who would give me Deebo Samuel and Deebo Samuel.
He said he would trade Conklin for Chase because he knows someone that would give him Samuel for Chase.
I would just keep Chase once you get him. I mean, it couldn't get worse from last year. Yeah, I mean that's what Tony was alluding to. But I think they're getting closer to average. That's a good step for them. It's a big step for them, actually.
Go ahead. I was just going to say, when we did the NFC East preview, right, the one thing I talked about with Dan Quinn, who I also think Dan Quinn is like the intern for this job that Mike McCarthy's not going to be able to keep. But I said Dan Quinn is like, we're going to find out. He had the Legion to Boom, and that's kind of how he made his time, his paper, his way in the NFL. You look at the Atlanta Falcons defense while he was there, I don't remember them being great. And he got to pick a lot of those players. They are responsible for the biggest collapse in Super Bowl history. So, like, this was his spot to come in, and if this defense can capture it, maybe he has what I call Turner Phillips syndrome, where it's like you're a better coordinator than a head coach, right? It's like you can live in that world where you can be an all-time defensive coordinator, or an all-time offensive coordinator. Norv Turner had that ability. Wade Phillips had that ability.
Kubiak.
I agree with that. I want to say, KT, what I would do if I was you right now, I would
take this deal
for Chase. Yeah, but when I get Chase, I would trade Chase for AJ Brown, and then I would trade AJ Brown for CMC, and then I would trade CMC for Cooper Kupp and whatever quarterback Tony Tucker has.
I don't think you need to work this hard. Here's what I would do, KTC. If they're going to take Conklin for Chase, and they're taking these deals where they're giving you Kelsey and Cooper Kupp, here's what I would do next year. Send me an invite to your league. That's I'd like to get some easy victories as well. We have a better defense than the Raiders. Yeah, the Chargers do. That's what you're talking about.
Listen, KTC, these two are addicted to trading. This is all they do. I'm in another chat with Mike, and it's just a long line of people that have known him longer than me, and they're all talking about how they won't trade with him because he's always trying to get the deal. I never go on Facebook, Mike, and for whatever reason, it just started blowing up, and I was like, oh man, these people they're saying they don't want to trade with Mike. Like they have a history.
Tony. One of them said I am the Wolf of Wall Street of fantasy football trades, and that was a compliment. Yes. That's the only one I read. I blanked the rest of them out.
That was a compliment.
There was a whole conversation, Jay, in that group chat that I forgot Tony was even in. About how these guys will not trade with me. Like they are against it. They don't care what the offer is. Even one guy said, this is a really good offer, but I will not trade with you.
Yes, he did. My favorite part was when the guy said, he said, I will not trade with you ever and ever. And Mike said, well, I told you I'm going to try till I die. And then Mike says to him, he goes, well, I'm going to send a trade until it's the last thing I do. Wouldn't it be funny if that's the last thing I do? And the guy goes, if that's the case, I might accept it. Like I might accept the trade if you then died. And I was like, that's hilarious to me. You got to go for this Sirianni. What the F, bro?
Yeah, I don't understand it. I thought they were going for sure. They're midfield with 20 seconds left, 3 timeouts, and they just use one. Yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna tell you, I'm not high on Frank Reich or whatever, and I'm not high on this guy right here. I'm not high on Mike McCarthy either, but I'm definitely not high on Nick Sirianni. These guys are.
Sirianni, he took a lot of flack early on for that weird press conference that he did. I remember people just sending me pictures of him, like screenshots. I'm like, you can make anybody look crazy from a screenshot. And they're like, no, bro, watch the interview. And I was like, yeah, this isn't a great debut press conference. It's not. Well, like a lot of these guys, like you don't know how hard it is to be in front of a camera, and you don't necessarily get a ton of media training. And then you get a job, and they stick a camera in your face, and they ask you crazy questions, and you're like, I don't know where to look. I don't know what to say. I don't know what day of the week it is.
Nick Sirianni. His face after that catch call on the sidelines, if it was anything like that, I'm sure it's hilarious.
Oh, it's not as crazy as Adam Gase.
Nice
Adam Gase.
Nice.
Adam Gase. Worst coach.
In a boring one.
Hey, look at this. Look at his kicker. I wouldn't expect his kicker to be anyone else but Justin Tucker. Why
you got 2 kickers? There's how you fix your lineup. Get rid of the second kicker. There you go. Now
why is Dak Prescott taking knees already? First half, Dak Prescott, are you going to lose me more yards and fumbles? And that's why you never have a Cowboys player on your fantasy team, guys. What happens? Just playing. He'll ball on the second half.
You have your entire fantasy stock on that team invested in the Cowboys.
For 3 teams, yeah, I have 4 or 5 players, yeah.
I love this stream, by the way, guys. I get to just relax. I don't got nothing riding on anything. this is the best. No stress.
Oh yeah, I'm super happy that you finally have one of these. Because last week, I beat you, and then the week before that, someone else barely beat you with Lamar.
Every game, someone's beating me in something. It seems like.
So if Jalen Hurts didn't come back out, I have 128.84 to 128.72 over Nick Mac in the fantasy league.
Hurts is gonna fumble.
I don't trust.
You got your 3 points. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, but I don't. I'm ahead by 0.12 points, right? 0.12 or whatever. But I don't trust Sleeper because last week they said, "Oh, you got a victory," and then I went to bed the next day and they were like, actually, we gave you 1 too many points for the Packers defense. You get a loss in a league where I really needed a win." And I was like, "Wait, why did you already put the W in the win column? There's no need for that."
The defense is always weird on Sleeper because I had that with against Mike one time. I told Mike about it last week. And I still won. Didn't matter. And then I had it this week with the Raiders. I don't get how the defense even works. I thought it was just because the defense was just weird, how we have it set up. But I think it might just be Sleeper then because every week I've had, except for week 1 because I smacked Morley by 41. I started defense that week if you remember. But every week I started a defense, it's been really weird.
I have noticed that you tend to be in and out on
my shitty all lost team in the Warzone attrition put up 30 more points than anyone has all season this week.
Yeah, 231 points, right, this week? And the other guy had 100 and 40 or something.
150. Well, Joe Scurto. I'm playing against Joe Scurto. He still has Zeke
He's
and
not gonna get,
Goddard
like
and
140.
Pollard. Zeke,
not-
Pollard. He has
Oh.
Zeke, Pollard, and Goddard playing tonight, and he stood no chance tonight to win this fantasy matchup. That's how good my team was.
I don't know. He
Oh,
actually
man.
might win this still.
I'm up by
Goddard-
80 points still. Zeke
Yeah,
has
but
23.
If Goddard gets it together and Pollard gets it together, you don't know, Mike.
80 points, Jay.
If Goddard gets 40 and Pollard gets 30, and then Zeke gets another 10.
If they score 80 points, I'm not playing the rest of the year. Actually, I'm quitting in general, the whole thing. I'll be done. Me and Isaac with a Y are gonna be best friends.
I've been thinking about this actually just randomly. You Mike and Alex Robson like remind me that you guys are always cutting WWE promos like at all times, like with like these little monologues and these like declarations of like I'll just quit. Like you watch wrestling, they're like if I don't win this match, I'll just retire.
Yeah.
And then like it'd be, like I just like you and Robson always have this super dramatic reactions to every little thing, and I love it. I love it so much.
Kind of the I don't even know what to say. I don't even know what to say. About, honestly, yeah, I agree with you. Though. I agree with you.
He just compared you to Robson right there.
Yeah, like I'm offended, but I'm like he said something that's true, but I'm a little. I don't know. Robson's also my buddy, you know. So I don't want to like. You might be tuned in. We do have 6,000 viewers. One of them could be Robson.
Could be.
Okay. In the one league, I need to beat Chocolate City Moe's in our Dynasty League.
that's
My
the guy.
first victory. I've lost 2 matchups by a total of like 6 points in this league, and I have the youngest Dynasty team in this league. And I have CeeDee Lamb and Devonta Smith going, and they only got me like 9 points in the first half. I'm still
much more you
losing.
need?
I only needed 16 points from them today.
You're getting it. Now you're getting it. You're getting it. And I want you to beat him too. I want you to beat him too.
I know
He's the one
you
that's
guys
mess about my trades.
you guys were in there talking smack today. And you may
I
have
like trading with
me.
Mike. Oh, go ahead.
You like trading with Mike likes trading with you too, Jay.
I like trading with Mike because I give him a good deal and he takes it. Like it's not hard. I give you like a good deal, or you obviously win, and he takes it. Like everyone else is like, I don't know if I want to give you my third string running back for your first.
That's called being greedy. Stop being greedy. If you look at the trade and you say, I'm going to improve from this trade, then you should take it. Don't do all this nonsense. If you're going to improve, then take it.
I forgot who it was, but I was giving like
I
Jamar
knew.
Chase and like everybody for somebody who's
Yeah.
like not even worth it, and they didn't take. I thought for sure they were going to take. Oh, that was like OBJ. I was going to give everybody to one guy, and I was going to give Mark Andrews, or no, he was going to give a tight end. He was going to give like his backup tight end or third string tight end to a wish list, and then I was going to get OBJ, and he was going to like get that tight end. And I was like, yeah, that's for sure. Everyone wins, right? I get OBJ who I wanted. You get all my like wide receivers, and then he didn't do it. And I was like, bruh.
Gentlemen,
Mike took that so fast.
Joe Morley backed out of that deal he had in the beginning of the year like 3 times. I was in. I was in. I remember I was trying to actually scalp Jamar Chase in that deal also. I was like, give me Jamar Chase in this also. And I was like, I'm only giving up Matt Ryan and Ronald Jones, and I'm asking for Jamar Chase, Keenan Allen, and Austin Eckler like an asshole. That's why I just still took it anyways.
Yeah, that was a great deal.
I got Chase later. For an
for
injury.
me. Yeah, I loved it. I love trades. You know what's crazy is these trades I supposedly lose so badly in all the trades that I made this year, and I'm 3-0 still. So I'm happy. I'm okay with it.
It's pretty crazy because I shipped off AJ Brown in 3 leagues, and I don't even know how I got AJ Brown in 3 leagues because I never was high on AJ Brown to start the season. I think it was situational things where I was like, I need a receiver. AJ Brown's the best one. I'm gonna take him. But in one of the ones I traded him for kind of cheap. I forget what the deal was. It wasn't anything insane. In another league, I got Aaron Jones for him after week 1, which is crazy. But
Wow.
But yeah, the guy asked me after the trade went through. He said, "Why do you want to trade AJ Brown so much?" And I said, "I think he's gonna get hurt." And 2 days later, he gets hurt. Like, call Mike's nose, man. Call Mike's nose.
Dang, yeah. No, I think that was good. And what up, Same Old Sports? He's saying what's up. I
still cannot believe. I know you guys probably are ahead. I cannot believe Justin Tucker made that kick.
Oh yeah, I seen that highlight.
I haven't gotten a chance to talk about it yet, but I just cannot believe that happened. That is insane.
Mike, he's a Tucker. He's money all day, every day.
Not everyone can be
related.
Not everybody can be a Tucker.
That's your cousin,
Somewhere,
basically, right?
Yeah.
He's like Tyrann Mathieu. Like he's not like really your cousin, but he kind of is.
Yeah. It's
cool.
exactly like that. It's exactly the same thing. Okay.
It was the other side of midfield, right? Where he lined up at?
Yeah.
Oh,
That's insane. That's insane.
There was a really great meme where somebody like cropped out his leg and put it in the Hall of Fame. Like instead of it was pretty awesome.
That.
I just want to talk about this real quick because I just saw this quote. I hadn't heard it all day. They asked Tyler Boyd acceptant, and he said that the Steelers quit at the end of the game. He's like, yeah, they just gave up. The Steelers just gave up. Like
no, do that.
That is I know, but like that's a lot to like say that you like made a team quit. Like that to me is like we like snatched your soul. Like we made it so you didn't even want to be out there. Like we made you quit. The Bengals are out here in the streets talking that kind of mess. The Cincinnati
that's
Bengals.
how you know the Steelers are down bad right now. And remember, they have like a little rivalry going from Juju and all that nonsense in Cincinnati that one faithful night when Von Bell came in and said, "Boo!"
Vontez Burfict went headhunting.
Yeah, all the way back to then. So, I mean, I'm all for pumping fuel in that rivalry a little more. Like, hey, you guys were kind of easy to beat. And I don't know if you remember, but we're the Cincinnati Bengals, guys. We don't have a facility.
The last time that we were good, we had the Icky Shuffle and Boomer Esiason.
Yeah.
The
Crazy.
Bengals.
I'm happy.
Yeah, I had them winning this week, and people were like, "That's kind of surprised me. It's not going to be hard for them to beat the Steelers out." And I was like, "Steelers ain't doing nothing this year, man. I'm trying to tell you."
Look at Jimmy and Jerry making up together after all these years.
They look like best friends out there.
Good for them. Getting together, doing an Extends commercial.
I want to see Al Davis and Peter Rozelle get together like that and have a good moment.
Why did he put it on so aggressively? Why didn't he gently put it on?
Because it's a very aggressive motion.
I guess it is weird to put a ring on another man, even though it is a Hall of Fame ring.
Yeah. You got to make it manly, you know? Like, you can't just go on bend a knee and just be like, you know?
Yeah. He aggressively put that thing on, and then he smacked the man after and said, "Now, get on out of here." Oh, shoot.
I wouldn't even put that much thought into it.
My bad, same old. I missed the comments. You got a lot of them. Very late.
Which reminds me. I got to watch the last 18 minutes of that Al Davis documentary, 30 for 30, before it expires.
No.
What happened?
This right here.
Imagine if the Chargers had Tucker. They would probably.
Dude, I would trade a first round pick for him.
Mike, no joke. I'm the same way.
I would trade a first round pick for him.
How nervous were you when you thought they were going to let Vizcaíno kick that 48-yarder? Like, my heart was like shaking inside my chest. I was like, you can't. I don't care if it's 4th and 9 after a penalty, whatever, 4th and 4, and we're going to get a penalty. Like, you can't let this kid kick this 48-yarder. It's not going in.
Well, yeah, and I felt like I was watching the same story I've seen for the past 5 years. And it was just happening right before my very eyes. Like, we need the field goal. Anything past 40, don't count it. Anything in between 30 and 40, kind of nervous. Anything 20 to 30, still not locking it in. And I'm very worried. Yeah, I would trade for Tucker. And the reasoning is that your first round pick should come onto your team and immediately win you games. Justin Tucker on our team immediately would have won us probably 10 plus games in the last 5 years if we had Justin Tucker.
Well, the question is it the guy itself or is it the Chargers like kicker? Like, even if it was Justin Tucker, because I feel like the Chargers kickers are always
that's not a thing. That's not a thing. They don't invest in the position is the problem.
Here's how you know it's not a thing. What Chargers kicker has gone on and been like really good. Like if they were really good, they'd get a job somewhere else. Like maybe what's his name, Younghoe Koo.
Oh, he's been balling in Atlanta.
Lambo's okay too, but like if we had an elite kicker, we would actually have went like 10-6 last year.
Who's the other guy that you said went on and was good?
Lambo's okay. He's not great.
Josh Lambo. He's all right.
He's like an average in the NFL.
He missed one.
I would take him back in a heartbeat, though.
No, you wouldn't. No, you would.
Over Vizcaíno and Badgley? Yes, I would.
Yeah, we can't even say his name right, Tony. That's another Heineke situation. Like, he's not that good if you can't say his name right.
No, just because you can, people do the same thing with Antetokounmpo. Oh, he's like right there.
If you can't say Giannis Antetokounmpo, I don't know. You just don't know how to speak, or you don't watch basketball at all. I don't
I
know.
can't say his name without putting like a cute little baby accent on it for some reason.
Maybe that's for you though. Like she does it for you specifically.
If she comes home in time, then I'll tell her like, can you just say Giannis's last name for us?
Giannis, but I feel like we've heard his name so much. Like you have to know how to say it. But the other guys, we haven't really heard his name. At all, really. The other guys, just heard Tony say it. But yeah, Antetokounmpo.
And he's on the Lakers.
Oh yeah, he's on the Lakers now. That's a big deal.
No, there's an Antetokounmpo on the Lakers.
Oh, the other one, not Giannis.
Yeah, the little brother
Coasted.
plays on the D League team or whatever.
Won a championship before the older brother. Or
yeah, it's true.
Jakey
They got Giannis, though.
in the house.
Jake.
What up, Jakey?
Jake.
Jakey's such a cool name.
How to spell Giannis's last name? Did you have to like MISSISSI it?
I just call him Auntie. I don't even spell it all out.
Tony Tucker would be a great running back. What just happened to my voice right there?
Safety's a game.
You gonna run the wrong way, Tony?
It's a goal line carry, Tony. Negative 99 yards for a safety.
I would have made a great backup quarterback. Very positive.
I would want to be a punter.
I'm great at holding a clipboard.
I would want to be a punter so bad. That would be my dream job in life.
I'm not feeling great. Same old sports. I'm not gonna lie.
I used to piss like people off in the military because they asked like, "What do you want to do when you get out of the military?" And on the paper, I would write down punter in the NFL, and they would get very upset.
Why? That's a good job. Like
the best gig on the planet.
Why would they be mad at that? Like, there's a lot of great punters out there.
You send balls to the moon and dance your way off the field like 3 times a game.
Look at Pat McAfee. They don't know Pat. You should have said, "Look at Pat McAfee." And
being a punter opens up pathways for life afterwards that are way greater than any education or whatever can provide you in college. So if you guys are kids right now, start doing squats, start training your leg. You need to be a punter. That is the career path you need to go down. I mean, if Bobby Wagner is in front of me, I would run the other way. Also, I think like to have good enough leg talent to be a punter in the NFL is super, super rare. So once you get there, you're pretty safe for a long time.
That's true.
You can ride out a 10-year punter career and just be like an average punter in the NFL.
That's true.
Jake, do you guys think that Pollard could take Zeke's job? No. I think Zeke's better.
No. Well,
I like Pollard.
Don't even think about talent at this moment. Think about the $60 million guaranteed or whatever he gave Zeke. He's getting his money's worth out of Zeke. Like, they will run Zeke until he was extremely ineffective and costing them games. Like, they're getting that money out of Zeke. They're not going to start all of a sudden Tony Pollard's the lead back and the $60 million guy's touching it 7-8 times a game. That's not going to happen. But I think they're just going to play them both, especially with Gallup out of the lineup.
I like it.
Okay, here we go.
McAfee is amazing.
Time.
Love his game and love his commentary. Yeah, I need 20 more points from Hurts. No biggie. Amazing.
Come on, Hurts.
Sable, you almost made me want to watch Extreme Rules or whatever. I might end up watching that this week.
Fly, I watched that on Tuesday. Fly, bum, bum, bum,
let's go, Dallas Potter.
Having a big game, same old.
Who is?
Oh,
Zeke.
Yeah, Zeke's been playing nice. He's been catching the ball. He's been running like kind of old school Zeke style runs where he just smashes into people and the pile moves in the direction he started smashing. See, I like this sort of like run, pass, run option. It's like it's a weird thing with Jalen Hurts. There's like 4 different options on the play. Multiple runs, multiple people running, multiple passes. There you get rid of the fucking ball, bro.
Oh my goodness, bro. You're wide open.
Ugh.
Jalen Hurts has been frustrating today for sure.
Well, they showed when I was having some computer issues at the beginning, they were showing that underthrow, the interception at the beginning of the game when they were storming down the field, and he just underthrew the ball. Like Jalen Reagor had his guy beat. You got to put that ball towards the back pylon. It's just you can't miss that throw. Like his guy's open, you can't underthrow him like severely the way that he did.
Are you talking about the Goddard one? That was not severely. Goddard should have caught that shit.
No.
Oh,
I'm talking about the
Ertz one, right? Oh, well.
Amari or CD for wide receiver 1 in 2022? CD. I think Amari is actually not going to be on the Cowboys next year.
I'm actually going to say Diggs. I think Diggs is probably going to be catching the most balls for touchdowns on this team today, at least.
I'm talking about the interception to Rieger in the first quarter.
That was good timing because it happened like right after you finished the statement, and I looked at my screen and he was running it back.
Mike, I'm talking about the interception in the first quarter to Jalen Rieger.
Oh, yeah.
This one is just...
The Cowboys are just way better than them.
I think Jalen Hurts might get benched after this. But
the Eagles are a bad team. We can't forget this.
But he just sat on that route. Like he just, you can't just stare down that one dude and then throw at the best corner on their team.
Yeah, no. This is like actually frustrating. Like the other ones, it's like, all right, you threw the ball back. Like this is the thing, Tony, is that like like you lead a receiver, you throw it to where he's gonna be, not to where he was at when you first seen him or whatever. And then on this play, it just seems like that's a ball you don't even want to throw, where he's throwing the ball placement. So like these are unexcusable to me. Like these are not acceptable. You're a professional NFL quarterback making plays that high school quarterbacks shouldn't make. So it wasn't an alert, it wasn't a trick. It was just obvious.
I just wonder if they had been trying to set, like, did they set up like a double move earlier where he had kind of burnt him before? Like he did the out and he had beat him on the up route. He didn't. I don't remember that play because he has 2 catches for 20 yards. So I don't think that play ever happened.
Yeah, no, I didn't like that. I don't like that call at all. So Jalen Hurts, is there anyone behind him? Joe Flacco, I believe, is his backup. So is there any chance we see Joe Flacco coming out?
That interception right there just put me behind Nick Mac, and I needed 3 points for the win tonight.
I thought you had it with the Goddard catch right now. I thought you went over.
No, I have Quez Watkins, and I have Jalen Hurts, and he just threw another interception. So now I am losing because of that interception.
Well, maybe he comes back in then for one more drive, Tony, and scores a touchdown.
Oh wait, I'm sorry. I didn't put in the passing yards he got. Yes, I didn't put in the passing yards he got to Goddard to get there. But it's still dangerously close. It's still 128 to 128. I'm just winning by 9. I'm winning by 0.22.
There you go.
It's way too close for comfort when I came in with my quarterback and I needed 3 points.
The only thing that can happen at this point is he comes out there, takes a nasty sack fumble, and is out for the game from a hard hit or something like that. That's the only way you can lose. I know it's funny to say that. That's the only way you can lose, though. It's not going to happen, Tony. It's the only way you can lose.
Cowboys putting up 40 tonight?
That's why you don't bet against the Cowboys. That's right, Bill K. Cowboys are coming for
the prize this picks for tonight. Thank you, Same Old Sports. He's making sure that we get our plugs in.
Take this as a chance to remote. Yeah, Same Old's dope. By the way, Same Old, I will watch that.
Tony, how's your prize picks looking?
It's not looking good at all because they don't have to throw the football. I thought that there would be a little bit more.
This is working out for me if Dak can somehow get these 23 fantasy points because Pollard's going to run, so I'm going to get my 10 for him. Amari Cooper's only got 3 fantasy points, and he ain't going to get the ball very much more tonight. I have the under on that one. Jalen Hurts problem. Jalen Hurts problem. Maybe garbage time Hurts cannot throw pick sixes left and right.
Yeah, but all mine, I bet on the Cowboys needing to throw the ball to beat them, right? Thinking that the run defense of the Eagles would make it so they had to put the ball in the air a little bit more.
Yeah.
I wasn't expecting all of these turnovers when the Eagles came in with they were at least just taking care of the football in the first couple games. Yeah. And now all of a sudden they're just giving it away. It's everything must go. Here, take it. Well, you can't run your business like that.
I mean,
they did get a code Warzone when you're making a deposit, and they're going to double your deposit up. We'll play the commercial, Same Old Sports when we go to commercial in the game. Anyways, go ahead. What were you gonna say, Jay? I'm sorry, I kind of cut you off.
Oh no, you're good. Just something about the Jalen Hurts. Hold on, so same guy who said Cowboys were fifth worst. Yeah, because they were the fifth worst team
They
after
weren't.
week 1.
No.
They were 0-1. They had no chance to beat a team that just got beat by the Rams. The team that has no defense. First of all, that got just gonna get smacked. Tom Brady has to do everything, and Tom Brady did because he's the GOAT. But yeah, they were like they didn't make the playoffs last year. They didn't make much of a position, but the defense has played great today. And Dak Prescott has bounced back and came back great. And Pollard and Zeke both are playing good. And they obviously, I've always said they have like one of the best receiving cores in the league. So yeah, now I think they're good. They're a good team. They're proving it tonight. But yeah, they were the fifth worst, the bottom 5 teams. After week 1, when we seen that, I thought they were done. But they're back. They beat the Chargers, even though it was kind of the refs. That's why I didn't want to say too much after that game. And now they're beating the Eagles. And all the refs help them out, yeah. But that's part of football. That's part of what makes you a good team. So.
Jay, you need to save these crazy takes for your show.
What's crazy? What's crazy about what I said?
First of all, you put the Cowboys bottom 5
after week 1, yeah.
And then you said the Buccaneers are like,
No, their defense is not.
Their
offense is amazing.
They lost to the Buccaneers. Why would they deserve to be higher than top 5?
Tyler Hennick, you put up a crazy amount of points against the Buccaneers defense.
What?
There it is.
What?
There it is.
You put up 23 points or something.
Yeah.
This is why, like Joe Morley. Joe Morley, if you're watching, I hate you. I'm just kidding. I don't hate Joe Morley. But if you're watching Joe Morley, I hope you lose next week with the Raiders. But he keeps saying the Rams defense is
the
bad.
Rams defense is great. No, the Rams defense is great.
Oh,
Joe said that.
Points. They gave up this. They gave up 13
against Tom Brady.
Points. That's good. That ain't bad.
Great. I think they might be the best defense in the league. They're a top defense in my opinion. The Rams,
they're giving up less points than the Raiders are giving up every week, and he says their defense is good.
No, the Raiders defense isn't good, but the Rams defense is really good. The Bucks defense isn't good. They had a wide open pick and dropped it. Jamel Dean. They have no secondary in Tampa Bay.
Always got to make sure the Warzone get their trucks of money. Yeah, that's a joke. Trust me.
I like that joke. I love that joke.
It's a commercial break. You want to hear it? You want to hear it?
Go.
Let's do it. Patrick Mahomes, over or under 4.5 touchdowns? Over. Easy. He's obviously the best quarterback in the league. What is up, everyone? It's Mike on the mic here, and you may remember me or may recognize me from the hit show Friday Night Wars and Mike's Film Room right here on the Warzone Sports Network. And I am here to inform you of our partnership with Prize Picks. Now, no, we didn't just partner with Prize Picks because of the large Brinks truck that they backed into our backyards. We also play Prize Picks, and it's a tool that we can use to interact with you guys. You guys can compete against us. And in this quick tutorial, I'm going to show you exactly how to participate in the Prize Picks competitions right here on the Warzone Sports Network. So first things first, you want to head to your favorite internet browser or head to the App Store or whatever phone that you operate. And you either type in prizepicks.com on the internet side, or you can download the Prize Picks app today. Once you download the app or visit the website, it's easy as clicking start playing, and you're going to see a chance for you to sign up to your account. Once you fill in all your information and you've created your account, just click the deposit button up in the corner. And here's where you will deposit the amount that you would wish to play with. You can enter a custom amount in this little box that says $10 here. Once you select the amount that you would like to deposit and play with, make sure you look for the promo code box. It's going to be small. It's not on my screen because I've already used the promo code Warzone. WARZONE. Warzone is the promo code you need to use, and Prize Picks is going to match your deposit up to $100. So if you put down $20 to play with on prizepicks.com, they're going to give you another $20 to use, so you have $40 total dollars to submit your Prize Picks this week. Once you've deposited with the code Warzone, you can scroll through and look through all the options you have as far as Prize Picks. If I want to put down that Zeke is going to have over 58.5 rushing yards this week, I can select Ezekiel Elliott, go to my current entry, and select over for Ezekiel Elliott to go over that rushing yards amount. Once you've selected all the entries you'd like to place in for this weekend's action NFL football or any sport that you'd like to play, choose between whether you want to do flex play or power play. Each one pays differently, and click place entry. You can go to the top of the browser and select My Entries, and it's going to show you all of your entries. If you screenshot these entries and send them to us on the Warzone Sports Network Instagram page, we will actually feature your entries on the show, on the live streams, on the pregame and postgame talks, and root for your prize picks to succeed right along with you. As you can see, it's super simple to hop on here and play prize picks. I can't wait to see your entries and compete against you so you can get more correct. Now, back to whoever's hosting this show. Hopefully it's me. That means that you're being entertained.
Hopefully it is you, Mike.
It is me. In the 2 minutes that we missed because of the prize picks commercial, the Eagles punted.
Yeah, and Jalen Hurts got Tony hopefully the win with that run, but it looked like a broken play for sure.
Yeah. Have you seen the first ever video, same old? It's probably the very first Friday Night Wars video. You're going to have to do a lot of scrolling, so we post like 10 videos a day, but we'll find it eventually, I'm sure. The first Friday Night Wars episode was tough. And Joe Morley's like all cute. He's all like teddy bear. He's like, welcome to Friday Night Wars, everyone. I'm Joe Morley, and this is probably going to be awesome. And now he's like, Raiders, Cowboys suck. That's all he does now.
What was he? He says in high school back then or something like that?
What?
Oh, no. He said he was in high school and the Raiders were a good team or something like that.
You think he was in high school when we started the Warzone?
I got two things mixed up.
I was an infant. We were children when these old people were in high school.
That's true.
Are you guys bad-mouthing old people again?
No.
No. It's because Joe Morley, I forgot, we were in the group chat. I was like, the Raiders haven't been good in like 19 years or something like that. It was like a stat. And Joe Morley was like, yeah, I was in high school the last time that they whatever. And I just got two things confused in my mind. So it's all good now. Old people are great. And you're not even old, Tony. You're like, what are you, like 27? You're still are, you know?
Yeah, buddy.
Tony, you walked away, and by the time you came back from wherever you were doing, maybe you took a piss, maybe you went and got a drink. I don't know what you did. From that time, the Eagles went on a 3-and-out and punted.
And Dak Prescott fumbled the ball once and almost fumbled it twice.
Yes, I saw Dak is not playing good. The Eagles are just playing so poorly offensively. They're making the Cowboys look like world beaters, and it's pissing me off because I wanted the Cowboys to get thumped, and they're not.
No, the real thing is that the Eagles are so much worse than like 95% of the league.
Well, after week 1, I had said that there were one team that I was a little nervous about my 6-win projection for. Right? Broncos, Eagles. I think I have the Broncos at like 7-10 or something. They're going to surpass that. You're out of bounds. Just come on.
This is going to be the longest third quarter ever. We still have 11 minutes left in it, and we've seen too much bad play already.
Yeah,
people were good after they beat Plumbers. They beated Plumbers, not just beat Plumbers. They beated them.
Wait, they played the Minnesota Timberwolves?
They beat them so bad that they created a new word for the past tense of beat.
Oh, God, beat it.
Filter.
Dang, that sounds cool.
That is so smart, same old sports. That is so smart.
You're like, it's going to take you forever to scroll down there. He's like, nah, technology.
Do people? Yes, same old sports.
Anybody other than call you old? Because if they do, I support them.
That's funny. Yeah, once you're 18 or 19, everyone's going to call you old.
Tony, you going to any more Rams games this year?
I didn't even get to go to the Rams game yesterday because I'm sick.
Oh, yeah. They take that seriously for sure.
Yeah. No, everybody, same old sports. The only place I go when I'm not old is when I play bingo on Thursday nights. Okay? It's the only place.
I actually do play bingo, Tony.
And I'm old.
No,
if you have your own marker, it's a sad state of affairs for you. You know,
I was lying, Tony. I was lying. You have your own marker?
No, I don't even play bingo.
Oh, okay.
You started bringing you all the things you didn't even know about this game, the intricacies of how you win and stuff like that.
He's like, wait, I don't actually play bingo. I don't know what you're talking.
He's like, do you always go for I-8 for your free spot? Or I don't even know how the game works, but
my parents always tell me, like, we got to go play bingo in Vegas. I'm like, can't we play bingo in California? Why do we got to go to Vegas to do it?
Bingo? And I guess they have it everywhere.
Tony, same old sports play bingo with you.
Yeah, there you go. Same old sports loves bingo.
No, that he's got a good relationship with his grandma. Then you can tell.
I just don't like the word
Yeah,
bingo. They should have came up with a better name for it. I won't play a game called Bingo.
Bingo.
Oh, dude,
Yeah.
bingo. Bingo
What
when
does
it
that
was
even mean?
When Bingo was his name. Oh, this is a great football game.
like
How about
when
bingo?
we were younger and it was like too cold to go outside, you would stay inside and you'd play bingo, and the teacher would like give away candy. It was great.
It sounds terrible, Tony. Oh, that's because you're from Michigan. That's why I was too cold out
Yeah.
like every day.
I was just gonna say, like, you'd have. I would much rather stay inside than go when it's like negative, like 20 degrees out.
In California, like it's never really that cold. So we never played bingo.
Well,
But
now it's aggressively hot.
that's funny though, Tony. Yeah, no, California's not that great. I'm just saying it's not like negative degrees. But yeah, same old sports will play. He said my grandmother doesn't play bingo. My mom does, and she used to take me with her bingo games. That's very sweet. And he would win money. That's always nice. Play Prize Picks then, and you'll win money that way. So it's like bingo, but without the bad name and marketing.
Yeah, tell your grandma to play too. Use code Warzone. They'll double your deposit. In New York, it gets so cold that it sucks.
Yeah.
That's
What about West Virginia? Does it get cold in West Virginia?
I kind of want to go visit like the Connecticut and New York area. You guys recommend it?
Yeah, tell me what y'all feel, because yeah, I wanna go out there too. Rhode Island.
Or have you been there before, Tony?
I've never been to the East Coast.
Tony, you need to travel, dude. East Coast ain't that far away.
It's not that far. Have you been to Europe or something? Or what's your favorite place to like travel to? Michigan. He's been to Michigan.
I went to Canada recently.
Oh, that's right. I remember that. How'd you like Canada? I like Canada. A lot of nice.
I loved Canada.
Honestly, the nicest people are outside of America. It sounds mean, but like,
They're all nice there.
it's kind of crazy, right? They're nice in Canada too, right? Did you have a good experience?
They just try to be nice to everybody, you know?
You know, it's about time someone's nice to me. It's fine. But yeah, Canada. I'm not talking about travel stuff right now, but yeah, I've a lot of really nice people. Like I feel like I'd probably have a girlfriend if I lived out of America.
I'm gonna be going. My wife has family in Connecticut, kind of close to New York. So I will actually be going soon. Same old, like in the next year.
Oh my gosh, Eagles!
Justin Hurts is so funny, bro. The dude
Justin Hurts, don't you dare put the name Justin in front of this man's name, even as a mistake.
It wasn't a mistake. He's now bad enough for me to not call him the right name anymore. He's like Tyler.
Yeah, but don't use the name
Henneke
Justin. Justin's name belongs in only speak with like
all right, I'll call him
the
Justin
goats
H.
of the game. Yeah.
Justin H is a terrible quarterback tonight. I mean,
Wait.
Jalen H.
I was like, Justin, baller, homie. This is really bad.
Why would you beat
him up? That's so funny.
We should do a mental health check on Dalton because they're losing. They're getting whipped by the Cowboys.
I have Robson on tomorrow. I think I should ask Dalton to come on too. We just have like a misery show where I just troll them nonstop.
Well, I think you should be like trying to convince them to just be a front runner like you.
I tried to convince Robson last night about that, but he wasn't having it. Yeah, I don't know why. Why wouldn't you not want to be a front runner? I don't like Tony just became a Chargers fan pretty recently. Mike flipped a coin. No, Robson flipped a coin. I don't get it. Like I just like whoever's good. It's supposed to be.
Hey, Dalton, how's it going? Hey, you're live right now on the Warzone Sports Network. We're just wondering if you're okay.
Yeah, I'm okay.
Okay.
I'm watching the game with my girlfriend and with my family, and it's depressing. But I mean, we still have hope, you know.
I've got some bad news, Dalton.
I love it.
Shoot.
The Eagles are really bad, dude.
I know. Jalen Hurts is really bad.
They are
You know what
really
my dad
bad.
just said to me?
What?
He said, "Put it in the porn star." he wants Minshew in.
Put in Minshew. That's what the sentiment is for the Eagles fans right now. Get Minshew in the game.
Yes.
Star season.
It's porn star season.
It's Pop Quest time.
All right, Dalton. The chat wanted us to check on you, so we checked on you.
I'm glad you're right. Your family is doing good health. That's
Felke, the Cowboys fan, was asking how you are. Oh, there you go, Hurts.
And tell them use code Warzone on Prize Pick. Let's go.
There you go. Talk to you later, Dalton.
Take care, Mike.
He sounds okay. Then
he's
again,
doing good. He's with his
He might have
family.
been faking it, so I'll call him
No,
back.
he's good.
Not gonna
good.
lie,
He's
I
with
was a
loved
little
ones.
nervous. I was a little when he said my dad. I was like, Mike, mute the phone. What if his dad said something racist? Please mute it. I'm so glad he said porn star. I was like, oh shit.
I don't think I've ever heard anyone say, "I'm so glad that he said porn star, not something else."
Damn it. I'm not gonna lie, Mike. I was nervous. I was like, hit the dump button, mute your microphone.
Oh my goodness, yeah.
Y'all, Eagles suck. Cowboys are better. That is clear. But this beautiful, not beautiful throw by Hurts that was just a great catch by who is that?
That just gave me the
Watson.
W.
Watkins.
And I'm not giving up. I'm not giving up. Cowboys are a disaster, and they're gonna make this a game. They're gonna make it a game.
That'd be funny if the Cowboys lose this game. I think the Cowboys are gonna win, but it'd be funny if they lost. Minshew Mania, baby.
No, not on my watch. I don't have Minshew.
Actually, no. To get this
Not on my
garbage
watch. Not on my watch, Minshew Mania. Oh, Ertz finally gets a touch. There you go, little Zach. I should have started him in our league. I have him in our War of Attrition league, but I benched him for Cole Kmet.
Right here, Jalen Hurts just making a fire.
I mean, technically, if they don't score on this drive and you do put Minshew in, he's got enough time to come back. Oh, there goes Ertz.
Minshew, the guy who was 1-15 with the Jaguars last year. That's your answer.
Yeah, but he's got like a 37-10 touchdown interception ratio or something crazy.
It's the Jaguars too, so they make Trevor Lawrence look like the worst quarterback that ever played football.
Exactly. Sam Darnold was saved. Why can't Minshew get saved?
Yeah, why can't Trevor Lawrence get saved, Tony?
Trevor Lawrence is not going to be on that team if they don't fix it in a hurry.
Someone help Trevor Lawrence. Is all I'm saying.
He will demand a trade in year 3.
We got Jalen Smith high-fiving cheerleaders over there. Cowboys are cocky.
Good. They should be. They're up 27-0 in the NFL game in the third quarter.
They should be.
High five to all the cheerleaders.
Just hang out with them.
Take one for the piggyback ride.
Like once they snap the ball, just go to cheerleaders and start talking about how their day went, as opposed to
Goddard touchdown coming up.
I hope so.
Let's go, D.
Goddard.
Oh no, I don't want Goddard to score because then Joe Scurro's only going to lose by 70 points instead of 80.
Goddard touchdown.
Oh, my bad, Mike.
Not
I don't want you to lose your fantasy.
Yeah, I don't want the gap to be close.
Yeah,
I think
he might come back. Casual old hater. Oh my goodness, look at this.
He needs 12 more points. 12 more points from Dak. I don't think it's going to happen. Say, well, throw Dak. Throw the ball, Dak. Tony hates having fun, casual, old hater. What does that even mean?
It means he's casual, he's old, he's a hater. That's exactly what it is.
Oh, he's saying that you're having fun because you're a casual, old hater is what he's saying.
Dang it, I didn't start Zach Ertz this week against Willie.
I don't think you could say that anyone on this screen right now who come on here and watch just about every football game every weekend with you guys is a casual. Like we get our eyes on a lot of football, and you get to witness it.
And we're not haters for sure because we watch like every team. We don't like not watch a game because a certain team's playing. You know, like. And
anytime we make bad predictions and we're wrong, we were just joking with you to keep you guys on your toes, anyway.
Yeah, exactly. Like the Cowboys were my third favorite team, and Phil K thought I was a Cowboy hater earlier. Like it's crazy.
Yeah, see? Nice throw by Hurts there. Hurts to Ertz. Hey, like I said. Rose, can you say a word for me? You got to say it kind of loud. No, it's not a bad word. I wouldn't make you say a bad word. She already said I won't say a bad word. Can you say Giannis's last name?
Hey, how did she? That was like Italian. Looked like Italian accent.
Yeah, she changed it up a little bit that time.
I liked it though. That's the cool.
You got to turn up the speed when you say it.
What
you
about
can't just
my favorite Spanish word is sin vergüenza.
Rose, you got to come back. Tony, say it again.
My favorite Spanish word is sin vergüenza.
Sin vergüenza.
Sin vergüenzas. Thank you.
Tony, what does that mean?
It means scoundrel.
Oh, scoundrel. That's what that means?
Yeah. You scoundrel. You see this, Jay?
Yeah, I did. I laughed at it already. Third favorite because they are winning? Question mark. Well, why else would they be my third favorite? Because they're losing. If they're 0-3, they wouldn't be my third favorite. So
it matches
of
my
course.
shirt.
I mean, like I said, one of my close friends, RJ Woe, shout out to him. We got some songs together.
Where'd you get this?
He's from Dallas. He loves the Cowboys, and so we watch them together, root for them together. When last year we watched a lot of Cowboys games. We were rooting for them, hoping to make the playoffs. So I do like them aside from everything else. But yeah, of course, if they're winning, I'm gonna like them more than I did when they're losing.
She just gave this to me, Tony.
I love it. Can you go full screen?
Oh,
Yeah.
Chargers.
Let's go full screen with this. Bolt up, baby. No
Imagine your
COVID.
background.
No COVID, and we're beating the Chiefs. All W's.
Everything's coming up bolts, ladies and
Everything's
gentlemen.
coming up.
Here's Tony. Here's another Tony. Tony has a connection to M&M team.
What does it say?
That's what happens when you start to age, same old. You will have connections with all the teams too. Don't you worry.
What do I have a connection with? What do I have a connection with now?
I don't think you have a connection, but I think you have like a story to tell for every team, which is a good thing.
That's
Tony.
Oh yeah,
That's why we love you so much.
I do have a
You're wearing a Chicago shirt right now.
I'm wearing a Windy City. I bought this for an audition that I had to go in. I was auditioning as a Bears fan who was heckling Jimmy G. It was for Bose headphones. I don't know if you guys remember that. It was a big commercial that played like 4 years ago. And I was going in and I was heckling him. And they were like, hey, you got to come up with something. And I think I was yelling shit like Jiminy Crickets or whatever, like just yelling the most random stuff in this audition. And they were like, you got to wear something Chicago in the audition. And I went to the Goodwill and I found a shirt that said Windy City on it because I couldn't find any Bears, like anything at the thrift store.
You should have got a Walter Payton jersey.
I would have if they would have gotten it. And maybe I would have gotten the job.
That might have been the difference.
Might have been the difference. I was looking for like lacquer.
Is that a brand or something, or is it just like a shirt that says Windy City? Because I've seen that shirt before when I was in Chicago.
I think that this.
I bought one too, but I think I left it there.
I think that this shirt it's not a brand. I think it's just like a softball team, like it was like a bunch of Chicago guys because there's like some random thing on the back of it. It was probably just like a,
That's why you gotta love thrift stores, Tony. I mean, look at this closet. See all those jerseys hanging? Oh. Look at them things. Those are all thrifted. Whole stack.
I'm gonna pop some.
Look at. I wonder who put this in the chat. Watch party starts now.
Who's ever running our social media team? Like, come on, we get Cowboys fans in here.
Gonna pop up on the screen any minute now, guarantee it. If the Eagles score another touchdown, he will be on here in 3 seconds.
Cowboys.
Joe, what's up? How did practice or games go tonight? Whichever one you were doing.
Is Cedric Wilson a wide receiver 1 in Dallas now? That's what everyone's gonna say after this game, even though he's not, obviously.
Well, it's going to be back-to-back games, like quiet games for Amari Cooper, just because of game script. And I'm not getting enough points out of CeeDee Lamb or Devonta Smith, so I'm going to fall to 0-3 in my Dynasty League, and Mo is going to beat me.
I benched Amari Cooper. He's not going to beat you. Who do you need? You need CeeDee Lamb, right? He's going to score a tub on this drive. Or on the other end, you can get your points
there's
there.
CeeDee Lamb.
I would much rather prefer a huge score to Devonta Smith.
Yeah.
2 of them. 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns.
Just 1, 2.
No, I want 2.
Holy crap! We're still in the third quarter.
Yeah,
We got another quarter and a half of this crap.
Yeah, Dak hasn't done anything yet. Hey, Samo. But on your like connection thing, I think everyone should have a connection to every team, like somewhat, like either like a good connection, like with a player, a coach, a staff, a fan, or a bad thing, memorabilia, like something. Like it's got to be something. So. I agree. Me knowing people that knew Seahawks players, and like I had a friend that played for the Seahawks for a few years. He was on Legion of Boom with Sherman and them. The point of the story is like that's why I liked him so much for so long. He's not on there anymore, so now I like that's kind of how life goes. I think. I mean that's what I think. The Robson flipping the coin thing, that's new to me, but I think you like teams based on like location or like experiences or people or them just playing good. So
Casey the Trader Hayward.
Casey Hayward,
the Trader.
Oh, he's on this team?
He's on the Raiders. Raiders are overrated.
Overraters, dude?
Overrated Raiders.
Overrated.
Dak's about to put a touchdown drive together. Bet you bottom dollar.
Really?
Hey, Eagles have a shot. Tony.
Right, you're ahead of me, aren't you, Tony? Did you throw a pick right after that?
No, if he did, I would have put you on the full screen for it, even though I don't know how. Sorry about that.
Dang, I don't know if this is an insult or if this is like a genuine. I'm just playing, Mike. I'm pretty sure it's a genuine question. Sam was a good guy.
I would have been
What
a
is
punter
it?
in the NFL, same old if I didn't go to the military.
That's true. This is also.
I made it.
No, he's not gonna choke. Come on, he's not gonna. Oh.
If the coach would have liked me, I would have made it as a punter.
If the coach would have put me in the fourth quarter, we'd be state champs. I guarantee it.
Yeah, if he didn't hate me, then I would have made it as a punter.
So the thing you got to do before you play sports at a school, there's two things. One, you got to make sure that the coach's son doesn't go to that school at the same time, because if he does, then it's over for everyone else. And two, you got to make sure that the coach doesn't have like an aggressive mean streak and doesn't punch players, because then he'll get fired and you'll have no coach and then you'll really suck. So two things to look out for if you're playing high school sports right now if you want to go D1.
I saw you
Alright.
right there, Joe. Welcome to the stream. Why are you
Welcome
drenched?
to Morley. Gatorade celebration.
Oh, you won?
What are you talking about?
What did you do? Like your lower back? What you wet?
I was at the buffet right now.
So what? That's kind of gross, actually.
Did they allow buffets back? I thought they were like shut down.
Joe shows up to the stream with meat sweats. That's fantastic.
What t-shirt contest?
Let me ask you guys this, because I haven't been watching the game. You guys know I have practice on Monday nights. Is Jalen Hurts as bad as the stats are looking right now?
Yes. Yes.
Worse.
He's been worse than the
Worse.
stats.
The stats actually look okay. 24 rush yards, a touchdown, almost 100 yards passing.
did.
But
I did.
you're playing terrible.
All right, Jalen Hurts is no longer fantasy relevant.
Yeah.
Well, he's still fantasy relevant. I don't know if he's NFL relevant.
You should have traded that dude, Joe. Remember when you said you
I
were
tried.
thinking about trading him?
I tried.
You should have traded him for nothing.
And Tony Tucker told me Jalen Hurts is the next big thing. And all these people, remember they were hyping him up. Top 10 fantasy quarterback this year.
He went to OU,
Joe,
that's why.
Listen, the fantasy numbers, they're as long as he doesn't get pulled, the fantasy numbers are going to be here for Jalen Hurts. He's going to have garbage time. The Cowboys at some point are going to go to prevent defense. I don't know if you guys remember this. Dan Quinn is the coordinator. 28-3. Pow! Right here. I know it was Tom Brady, and there's a huge difference between Tom Brady and Jalen Hurts, but it's happening.
Well, I was down by 8 points in my league today. I had Jalen Hurts. He was the only guy going. The other guy has Miles Sanders and Dallas Goedert. Right? It's not happening.
Oh, no, Joe. It's far from over. Come on.
That's early.
He has Miles Sanders and who? Which tight end? Zach
And
Ertz?
Goddard. He has Goddard.
Goddard. Yeah, well, Ertz caught the touchdown. Come on, another bad penalty?
I'll tell you guys this, and I don't think Tony Tucker would even do this, but if Jalen Hurts didn't have a bye week 14 this week, I would have traded CMC for Jalen Hurts. I would have made that offer. But it's
Tony
week
would have made
14.
that deal.
Yeah, but I already have Carson Wentz. His bye week is bye week 14, so I don't want to have two bye week 14 quarterbacks.
Well, the
I
only
threw
reason
out.
that I didn't trade for CMC before you is because I couldn't get Chuba Hubbard away from Mac.
Oh, true. Yeah, Chuba Hubbard. I like that guy. Chuba.
Cowboys defense. It's about to shut them down right now.
Hey, Mike, all that stuff that you talk about Gus Bradley, you should
What?
be talking about Dan Quinn right now.
I mean, I kind of agree a little bit, but they're up
Same
by
defense.
they're up by 2 touchdowns. I don't like. What do you want the defense to do? They've got pick sixes. They've got all kinds of stuff going on. Red zone stop. They're playing amazing.
I know, but you talk bad about the Raiders defense. The Cowboys basically did the same thing in the offseason.
Come on, kid.
No, they
Let's
did not.
go, kid.
Yes, they did.
No, they did not. The
Oh!
Cowboys drafted 9 defensive players.
Oh,
They signed Malik Hooker.
almost caught
They
that.
signed Keanu Neal, Kazi. They added a new starting
Yeah.
lineup on defense. Every position is a new player except for Jalen Smith and Van Der Esch.
Diggs might be the best at his position in the NFL. He's balling right now.
You are so like Jay makes my freaking brain explode.
That was a
Somebody-
great play.
Hey, let
He
me
makes
address
one
this one.
good play, and he's like best player in the league, best player to ever dribble
Jason.
basketball.
I don't know who
Hey,
Jason is.
I've done that.
Has Jason been in the stream all day?
No, he just got here when you want one on here. Raiders.
Jason
No.
said, F fantasy, real fans, let's go. Jason, fantasy runs the NFL now. Fantasy football runs the NFL. If you don't do good in fantasy football, the fans boo you and get you the hell out. So real fans play fantasy football, and if you don't do it, sucks for you.
And if you draft Jalen Hurts, you're doing bad in fantasy football.
You're doing bad.
I didn't draft him. I traded for him, so I screwed up.
That's even worse.
Hey, but Tony, I'll tell you this. Tom Brady, when I was a kid, made great plays, and I was like, he's the best quarterback ever. And he just has kept doing it until even now. He just keeps
And then
doing it.
Jason makes up for me. Jason makes up for it by saying Raiders.
I think he's a Raiders fan.
Yeah, he's a
I
Raider.
knew, hey,
Is-
at the beginning of this week, I knew I should have picked up Derek Carr.
Is he an Eagles fan?
Derek Carr's
Jason,
balling.
are you a Raiders fan or an Eagles fan?
It makes me feel weird.
I'm done with
That's
Jalen.
what I'm here
That's how,
for.
that's how I
Oh,
do
not
my
really.
fantasy team. You guys already know. Like one bad game and I'm done with you.
Hey, it's like me, Tony. Remember?
Get out.
How can
You
you
pointing
be
at the
so,
door?
so volatile about that? Why, like, why are you trying to get rid of Hurts after like this game? Didn't he got a
It's
lot
not
of
even
points
over.
last week? And they
Because he's
didn't even
playing this
score
bad
touchdowns.
against the Cowboys.
But it's not over yet. He can still have 20 points to the end of this game.
Herbert didn't put up a lot of points last week because of penalties.
That's not what's going on in the Eagles game. He's throwing pick sixes.
Yeah, but he's got a whole quarter.
He can still have 20 fantasy points in this game.
The sad
Or
thing
it's
is that the Eagles defense has actually played really well.
They're playing good, yeah. They're
like
playing good.
I mean, other than a couple
Cooper.
drives, like they've played pretty well.
I feel like
and,
if you hold the Cowboys, because think about just the offense is only scored like 17 points. It's been all like crazy picks, field position, and all that. So the offense alone, they're holding them down pretty well.
Jason, we can't really see your picture. Is it a Raider sign on the side of your car? It is, huh? On the hood.
Yeah, on the hood.
Wow, that's pretty
Raiders.
So he says he drives that all day in Patriots country.
That's tough. Because they win a lot, and the Raiders haven't won anything in
Bet your car gets keyed a lot.
so long time. But the Raiders are good this year, so it's good.
Tony, you got a big fan in the audience, Tony.
Holding. Flojo, how you doing? Flojo's bitter.
Flojo should be happy. Higbee
Flojo's
had
mad
a
at
good
me right
game,
now.
no?
Higbee did have a good game. Higbeast.
Raiders.
right.
Raiders. Get out of here. That was a holding call.
Joe
He's a
Morley and the
49ers
Raiders.
fan. Don't do the Raiders crap. You're a 49ers fan, Flojo?
Flojo, who do you got at tight end? I'm looking for a tight end in that league.
Flojo is also a football fan, though. So when he sees greatness like the Raiders, he roots for him.
That's a good point.
Jay Fly will be covering the Raiders if they win this week.
You said I'm going to do what? What am I going to do?
You're going to become a Raider fan if they win this week.
Oh, yeah, I really like the Raiders. They're
If
dope.
they lose, you become a Chargers fan.
No,
Yeah,
because
they-
I don't
You only
want
go
him as a Chargers fan. I don't want him as a bandwagon.
Dang, Tony doesn't want me?
Stay away. Stay away. Be a
You're
No.
Raider.
like my real father, Tony.
This is
Be a
why I
Raiders
never paid you child support, sucker.
Be a Raiders fan regardless.
Yeah.
Fletcher
I
Cox
got
is
home
tired.
runs.
He wants to trade. He's like, I'm too damn good to put up with this. Fletcher Cox wants to go to a contender.
Fernando
Okay.
already hit me up today, guys.
What do you say?
Oh,
Fernando hit me up early this morning asking me if I was going to go to L.A. to watch the game. I had to tell him, like, no, we're not going. We're going to be live Monday night next week doing it. And he said, anytime you guys want him to come on this week, let him know.
Friday.
Don't let the check bounce this time.
Friday's the day. Friday's the day.
But
I
he was
told him
already.
I'd buy him dinner if he got me a dinner with Derwin James also. No offense to you, Fernando. But, you know.
Hey, Fernando said, how come you're not going to the game on Monday? I said, well, I didn't buy tickets because I didn't think it was going to be this big of a matchup. You know, he goes, what do you mean by that? I said, well, I thought the Chargers would be 0-3.
Get the
And he goes, well, what about the Raiders? I go, they're exactly where I thought they were. Exactly where they're supposed to be. So
Yeah.
we had a good conversation this morning.
lucky. This is exactly where I thought they would be too.
Save it. We're saving this. We're saving all of this.
gracious. I can't wait to
Lock
get
it in a briefcase and put it on Deal or No Deal and mix them up.
Next Monday will be better than this. I'll tell you guys that. So if you guys are new to the program, you guys should know that Tony and Mike are Charger fans. I'm a Raider fan. And next Monday is Raiders-Chargers. Undefeated Raiders versus the 2-1 Chargers.
Who just came off a victory against Kansas City Chiefs in Arrowhead.
Oh, that's cool.
Add that to our title, please.
Oh, you guys never done that before?
We have done that before, actually. This is the second time in the last couple of years. Just saying.
Oh, look, you got Spider-Man ad. Are they paying us?
No, screw you, amazing friends and Spidey.
Don't say that to Spider-Man. He's really strong and powerful.
Spider-Man, give us the paycheck. I can't say give me money because that's a Bogart's thing.
Yeah, then you're gonna get copyrighted again.
Yeah.
Thanos. I want some Thanos.
Thanos.
Whatever.
No,
I don't know.
10 more points from Dak, guys.
Is Thanos not how you say it? I've heard someone in the movie say, "Oh, Thanos." I think it was like
Thanos.
Doctor Strange.
You know,
No, it sounds.
Or that guy with the abilities.
You sound like a. It sounds like how old people used to say grocery.
Grocery.
Go get your friend Thanos and tell him to come over here and sit down next to me.
Oh, like in New York.
Where's your friend Thanos?
Yeah. You know who
You-
Nick Kroll is?
Yes, I know. Nick.
Yeah.
Logo
That's a bit-
said that it was
that's a bit, yeah.
the biggest win of Herbie's career. This entire division has been trying to knock off the Chiefs for like 5 years or 6, 7 years even. Herbie comes in, 17 games in, knocks off the Chiefs.
Well, you know who knocked him off last year? Joe, tell him who knocked him off last year, Joe.
A team that didn't make the playoffs. It's called a
Tell him,
trap
Joe.
game, guys. It's called a trap game. They happen. No teams,
Tell
not
him.
very many teams go 17-0. You drop them every once in a
Well,
while.
Wait,
maybe,
wouldn't this be a
maybe
trap
your game
game
was
too?
a trap game. Maybe
Just beat the
He's
Rams.
forward to the Eagles.
It was not a trap game. Because
It
Chargers
seems
don't
like it's
play
the same thing.
Wait, you're saying that the Chiefs and Chargers, that was a trap for the Chiefs at home, coming off a loss to Lamar Jackson? They were eating brisket before that game. And
I
then they
like how
got
the
fucked.
Chiefs go, hey, you know what we're going to do? We're going to bring in Josh Gordon. That's going to help your
Well,
damn ass.
We have a
Look, I
bunch of
want
good wide
you-
receivers.
I want you to, next time you're on the air with Kevin Piggy Bank Picks, ask him about our conversation we had in DMs today and how he said that he ranks Tua in the bottom 10, but was defending him somehow. I asked him, I was like, okay, all this defense.
I give Kevin that. Kevin defends his players. That's his team, and you should. You should defend.
No, you
Nobody,
shouldn't.
like Eagle fans, shouldn't be coming out here and going, Jalen Hurts is having a crappy game. No, they should be finding other ways to be like, oh, he's having a good game, but if this happened, he'd be the best.
That's
You
just
should
called
always
being
back your
delusional.
players.
That's just called being delusional. Should I come on here and say Vizcaino is the future kicker of the league? No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No.
No.
I
No.
trade Vizcaino for like a decent pair of used shoes. Like he's
we had
freaking me out.
This was a multi-day. This argument started yesterday morning. This was a multi-day argument. And I asked him to rank Tua after all that defense, and he ranked him in the bottom 10. So I was like, so we agree that he is a bad quarterback, is what you're saying.
Come on. If they get a touchdown, it's got to be to CD. I already have enough points from Zeke.
You should just remove that guy completely.
Yeah, I
Cool.
should have. I hit the wrong button.
If he comes back, we will.
Well, wait,
They're gonna if he comes back and he isn't like seriously improved, they're gonna trade him for one of these quarterbacks. I appreciate that, Jason.
See,
What was the
man,
deal?
that's why I like Flo Joe. Hey, hate on Tony all you want, though. Hate on Tony all you want.
What was the deal?
Flojo, I haven't said anything about the deal to anybody because I feel bad about it.
You're talking about it now. Go ahead, throw it out there now.
Flojo, you can put it in the chat if you want. That's our own personal business in the King of Lions League. If you want to put your business out in the street about how that trade went down, that's fine.
Zeke would have been the best running back of all time if he ran further. That's good, good logic there. Okay.
He's not lying. He's not
Appreciate the
lying.
same old
if he ran further.
goat. That's how bad it was, Mike. The deal? It's
The
really
deal,
bad?
Mike. You know the deal. I was on the phone with you when I told you that I was going to pull this deal off with FloJo. Do you not remember that?
Oh yeah, I remember, but I don't remember what the exact players were. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. Just CEH alone is already a good deal.
Crazy thing is, FloJo, I also was trading AJ Brown like off of all of my teams, so everyone's like pissed right now. So me and Tony were geniuses.
Who's
Give us
big
our
Mike?
help.
Oh,
Hey,
Joe.
Mike.
What's
Mike
up?
Hughes?
Mike, you're a Charger fan. Dak just took a big hit. Not a big hit, but a good
he
hit.
got smoked, Joseph.
Oh my god,
I don't think that he was going down, and
that was a light tackle. Anyways, what were you gonna say, Joe?
I was gonna say you're a Charger fan, and I talked to you about Mike Williams, and I know I got Mike Williams off you early in the season or in our big trade. I don't know if it came from you, but
No,
and I was talking to you about Mike Williams last week, and you were like, he's not going to keep it up all season, so don't trade for Mike Williams. Are you still believing that Mike Williams won't keep it up all season?
I think that he can keep it up all season. I don't think he can stay healthy all season because he never has in his career. So
Two things.
I would ride this wave as long as you can if you don't want to trade him. Keep him in your starting lineup, but do not expect to have him for your playoffs.
Two things about Mike Williams. One, dude got a haircut. I'm telling you, it's the opposite of Samson. It's going to work out for him. And three, I traded for a wide receiver in a pass-first offense. That's why I traded A.J. Brown for Mike Williams. Whether you draft cap, whatever you want to put at it, Mike Williams plays in an offense with a better quarterback, and they've already said they're going to throw the ball. A.J. Brown plays in an offense where the best player is Derrick Henry. Like, that's where the offense is going to go through, and they're sharing the ball with Julio Jones. Mike Williams he's playing for a contract. He's going to be fine. The fact that Mike, a Chargers fan, wants to put into the universe that Mike Williams, 6'4", beast mode, could be getting injured. I don't even like that. I
want him to have 1,500 yards and 10 touchdowns this year. 15 touchdowns this year. I'm just being realistic with my fantasy teams. I have him
my
on 1 or 2.
goodness.
I'm using him as a bench piece. Bring him in
Fourth
when I need
and
him.
goal.
The
Fourth and
worst.
Keep it real.
The worst.
I'm not even mad at that. Because who has Cedric Wilson? Who even has Cedric Wilson on their team?
Not even Cedric Wilson's father had Cedric Wilson
on
on his team. Yeah, I said he was
That-
one of the guys to watch.
That is a top 10 quarterback.
But first, let me ask you a question. Did you not watch this play right here?
CD's wide
Is this
open.
not a holding penalty right here? Why did they not call this holding? Like, I look at the offensive lineman way too much probably in this game, but look right here at the end, at the bottom. He's holding that dude down.
Yeah, I see that.
He's holding that dude down.
He was holding one guy. CeeDee Lamb was wide open and right in front of him, and he rolled out and threw it to Cedric Wilson for a back of the end zone touchdown.
Big
Good
play,
call, Tony.
Slay. Big play, Slay. Just let Cedric Wilson get behind him for a touchdown. Blah.
Loser.
I was writing 10 targets with 6 drops the week before. Should have had 100 touchdown, 100 TD versus season or more. I don't know what this means. Does somebody make this?
I was writing 10 targets with 6 drops the week before.
We're talking about Mike Williams or one of the.
Maybe. Yeah.
No, he's talking about A.J. Brown.
Yeah, versus Seattle.
A.J. Brown had 10 targets, 6 drops when he played Seattle. But if he would have caught all that, he would have had 100 yards and a touchdown. So he's talking about A.J. Brown.
Yeah, okay. I get it.
You blew your credit on Greyhound, Tony.
Keep them out of
It's not even like the trade itself. So, like, if let's get into it. No, I don't want
NFC.
it. The trade's in the past. I'm fine with it. CEH is fine. I don't want to get into the details.
So FloJo's saying that holding penalty was out of the play, and that's why they didn't call it. So if you're out and you're not involved in the play, don't call a penalty then.
Okay.
I get it.
But that's bullshit because you watch the Chargers have back-to-back illegal motion plays on the far side of the field where the play doesn't even go, and they've taken away two touchdowns. Jared Cook and Gabe Neighbors in back-to-back plays, and they've almost cost them back-to-back games. And those are out of the play. Illegal motion. He didn't come to a full stop or whatever. And it's the ref on the far side of the field throwing the flag. It's garbage.
They're going to call flags on teams that they don't want to score on that possession for whatever reason, for game flow. For
I care. I care, Flojo. Come on here, Flojo. What are you doing? Come on here. Talk with us. I'll send you a link.
He's straightening his shoes right now. He's looking at his new his Justin Herbert reflector rookie card. What could have only been if you would have picked one round earlier, you could have had Justin Herbert.
Hey, Flojo, he and for real life, Flojo collects cards, and he's I don't know if
he has
sells
a
them,
sick collection of cards.
But
It's insane.
Flojo, what card did you sell at the beginning of this year that you wish you had back? There was one card he let go at the beginning of the year. You guys have the Raiders in your top 10? Yes.
I do.
Our power rankings come out every Wednesday. We come out every Wednesday. The Raiders were what do we have them at? Number 9, Tony, or 8?
Yeah. Yeah. Do they move up for beating Jacoby Brissett, right? At home?
We'll find out on Wednesday. We'll find out on Wednesday.
Yeah, no, I can see how that will move you up in the power rankings.
Well, it's like the Cowboys right now. They don't choose to play the Eagles. Like, you just play who you got to play. I'm going to give Cowboys credit for this win.
I know you don't choose who you play, but you can choose how you play against who you have to play.
That's
the
they didn't play terrible week.
Above everybody, Tony.
So ready for Monday night. Oh, man.
Yeah, Jason, if you have Instagram, find us on Instagram. We post a lot on Instagram as well. Warzone Sports Network on there. This is our main thing. We go live on YouTube all the time, so make sure you hit the like button, subscribe button on here too. But and Jason, if you are a Raider fan, Silver and Black Allegiance Wednesdays, myself and Juan come on here, and it's nothing but Raiders, and Tony loves that.
Yeah, no, you'll enjoy Juan too. He's absolutely delusional and loves the Raiders endlessly. Gainwell.
Yeah. Jason, if you want to catch up on it, we have the playlist, Silver and Black Allegiance playlist for the last. We've been doing it since the preseason. But, yeah, we love the Raiders. There's two of us just talking about the Raiders, nothing but the Raiders.
The only thing I like about the Raiders this season is that Henry Ruggs has proven me right. He looks fantastic.
Oh, and Brian Edwards in overtime has been great.
Yeah, but I'm not on Brian Edwards, so like Joseph is. He's good. He's nice, but I don't see
a guy you can just put in overtime to win the game, you know?
Do I want Brian Edwards to know that there is 4 quarters in the game? Yes. Will I take it in the fourth quarter in overtime? Yes.
Oh man! Every time that they go into overtime, all of a sudden Brian Edwards is he's like, "Oh shit! Like I'm here, the game. Like I'm gonna get open and make huge plays." He's done it in both of the overtime games.
What are my prize picks? No, I didn't put prize picks in today. I messed up. I did so horrible yesterday on prize picks. It's not even funny.
Yeah, I have not been good either. Yeah, go ahead. That's yours.
I didn't even look at it. Was there some good ones on there today for prize picks?
Nothing that I picked because I thought this was going to be a better football game. Like I thought the Eagles' offense was going to help their defense even a little bit, even a smidge, and they've done nothing to support their defense whatsoever.
I like Jason. He said maybe we should teach them that there's 5 quarters. Yeah, because we've been in the overtime 2 out of our 3 games. It's crazy. Let's win, baby. Yeah, Jason, you need to come back on Monday, next Monday. And Jason said, Tony, go ahead and let's skip ahead to next Monday's conversation where you say the Raiders are crap, and then I have to come and tell you how legit the Raiders are when they win.
You know, we can have that conversation, and I evaluate everything on what it is that I'm seeing, and I give the Raiders credit, Joe. Everybody bashed the Raiders in the offseason, and who came to you and said the Raiders are a 9-8 football team, that they're good? With things bounced right their way, I said 10, 11 wins possibly is a ceiling for the Raiders. Did we not have multiple conversations like that?
Yeah, I will give you that credit.
Okay, now what I'm also saying is I've watched the first 3 games pretty closely. It's not impressive. That's all I'm saying. And there's a lot of chest thumping going on for the Raiders. They're getting wins. You want that, but yes, a lot of it. And you know what, the thing that really gets me going is Juan, for no reason, talking endless amounts of shit about the Chargers. It's really, really pissed me off to the point where I hate the Raiders.
Well, the Raiders have been playing to the level of their opponent every single game. Like, they elevated it for the Ravens, played great in week 2, And then week 3, they like really just took a really deep, steep, like they played terrible. But if they played to the level of their opponent, they ended up winning the game. So I think if they could play the level of the Chargers, they'll pull out that win if it's a close game. I expect it to be close, unless the Chargers just blow them out from the
Good
beginning.
teams find a way to win.
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
it. That's it. So that's what you're looking for. If the Chargers aren't blowing out the Raiders will probably win that game.
The Raiders have spotted the 2 teams 14 points.
Yeah, you guys are also carrying on a phrase from the 70s. The last time you guys were good, the saying is 52 years old. It's like, just win, baby. Yeah, just win 5 decades ago.
Hey, when it's relevant, we bring it back up.
You guys are like a tracksuit. I have no use for you.
Juan pissing Tony off is funny to me.
Yeah, everybody thinks that's funny, huh? Same old sports. You like that?
Like that. We did
Delete it.
3 Giants.
Delete it, but it works.
Well, I'll tell you this. I'll tell you all this. The Seattle Seahawks look bad their first 3 weeks, but 2 winnable games. They could have beat the Vikings and they could have beat the Titans. They had 2 drives that they could have put together to win that game. But you'd rather look bad like the Seahawks have and be 3-0 than look bad and be 1-2. So the Chargers, if you think they look bad, at least they're 3-0. It's better than being 1-2.
I just want to beat the Chargers so I can rub it in Mike's face and be like, the Raiders, like right now, the Raiders have 3 wins. Mike said the Raiders are going to win 5 total.
Yeah, that's just him being a hater. It really is. I also told people, what did I say about Derek Carr? Again, this offseason, I said nice things. I said if he still wants to be there next year, he needs to have a big year. He needs to open up. He needs to be less, he needs to take some risks. Derek Carr. Drafted Derek Carr in 2 fantasy leagues, and it's paying off tremendously.
Leave us 0-3 Giants out of it and let them suck in peace.
Oh, the Giants. We talked about that in the preseason.
New York teams suck, yes. They're horrible. And they're fighting over who has the worst team. Is the Giants worse or the Jets worse? We don't know.
I'll take the Knicks.
Oh,
Knicks
I think the Giants are worse because there's some expectation there. Like if you look around, if you look at the Giants, we all thought like, man, the defense is pretty good. If Danny Dimes is good, but then he's good against Washington on Thursday Night Football on a short week, and they still find a way to lose the game. Like it's just bad. It's bad.
And tough break. They just lost Blake Martinez for the season too.
I saw that. That sucks.
I was like, once I saw that, I was like, that's not good for the Giants. So that means the Cowboys will probably win this division, and oh my gosh, I can't.
These guys the Eagles are killing themselves. They're shooting shooting themselves in the foot the whole time. It's just bad. I am ready. I'm good to go for next Monday. I'll be in my powder blue game day shirt. I'll be here. I think what I'm going to end up having to do is get my computer mounted so that I can pace back and forth in my living room and yell and act like a lunatic.
Yeah, I'm going to have to set it up different because I can't do this. And we're going to have to watch it on the same stream.
Shit.
Mike pulled a disappearing act. Yeah, Mike just disappeared.
Yeah, no, Mike's been here. Mike's been a lot.
So is that a pass interference right there? Is that what they're going to call?
I'm not sure. I didn't really see a pass interference. I saw somebody. Oh no! Of course not.
That's funny.
I know right now, like Philly fans are just losing their minds because when they got that win in Week 1, who did they beat in Week 1 again?
Atlanta
Falcons.
They beat Atlanta, but they beat them convincingly. And then when you went on Twitter the next day, it was like, were we wrong? You know, is this a playoff team? Is Jalen Hurts for real? Like, it was a lot of like positive stuff. And then they lose the game to San Francisco, and it's like, oh, well, maybe, you know, like whatever. But now this to Dallas.
But they played San Francisco good, right?
Yeah, they played them tough. They played them tough, but the offense still was having a lot of trouble. Like, it was still just.
Hey, Samo, you like people say like, oh yeah, that might happen, Tony. It's a 50-50 chance of that happening on Monday.
What?
the Raiders beating the Chargers.
I'm gonna say I'm sorry to Joe for not. I'm not saying sorry for shit, homie.
Just say sorry, Joe. Oh, but Samo, I want to point his comment out because look, I know I joke around like with the whole like I like every team thing, but real, my teams Bucks and Rams in football, and then Lakers Nets in basketball. But Nets first. I think they're winning the championship this year, Samo. So I'm rocking with you in the NBA season.
Tony, where's these garbage points you said I was going to get from Jalen Hurts?
He's just garbage. He's just straight garbage.
If you're in my league and you're watching, what do you do? He just throw another pick or something? I don't know.
No, but I thought there was going to be
on the waiver wire tomorrow.
You gonna just drop Jalen Hurts?
I'm done with him.
You got who's your other quarterback?
Justin Fields, and I don't care.
Justin Fields, and I don't care.
Fields might not even start after next week. Come on, Jalen. No, it doesn't matter.
I'm better off not starting a quarterback with Jalen Hurts playing.
Oh man. I'm not gonna. This is bad for me too, Joe, because in a 2-quarterback league, I have.
Get rid of the ball. What are you doing?
My quarterbacks are Jalen Hurts and Trevor Lawrence, and I'm not sure either one of them is going to make it to the end of the season.
Same old.
A lot of people were wrong on Parsons to let him drop to what, number 12 in the draft?
Well, yeah, but I think that was kind of like the whole talk of the draft, right? It was like one of the things was like, how's this kid from Penn State? It's like, oh well, he opted out or whatever. Like they hadn't seen him play. A couple of the opt-out players fell a little bit.
But thing.
Well, except for Jamar Chase, and then he went straight possum on all of us too. He was like, I can't catch the ball. Whoop! Just kidding. I'm gonna light the NFL on fire.
I still have a shot to win. I need 11 points. Come on, man.
Jalen Hurts?
Here's the thing. This is why I say Jalen Hurts is good for fantasy. In our league, and I know that this is 6 points per passing touchdown, people out there, like if you're wondering. He has 16.2 fantasy points because he has 31 rushing yards and a touchdown. And he's thrown for 228 yards. And he's going to get one more,
there you go, Tony.
drive.
Your prize pick, Tony Pollard, got the
On his screen pass?
Yeah, how much you need still?
I need a miracle is what I need. Like it's not even close. Dak's probably thrown the ball less than 25 times. Like, I'll get it when
to answer your thing on my basketball teams. Yeah, so basically I'm a California guy, like Warriors, and then the Lakers, kind of because I'm from north, but then I moved down south. So Lakers, I like them, even though their team that they built I don't love this year, but I'm still going to show love to the Lakers. And then the Nets, because KD was my favorite team when he was my favorite player when he was on the Warriors, and the Warriors were stupid and let him walk, which was the stupidest thing they've ever done. That's why they're never going to win a championship.
Oh, are you kidding me?
So that's why I got those two teams. Same-o, Lakers and Nets, KD and LA. But yeah, and the Warriors and the Hawks have frustrated me to no end. But yeah, Dalton Schultz got a touchdown if you guys are.
I told you guys I had a choice. I had to pick up Blake Jarwin or Dalton Schultz. I made the wrong choice.
So did most of America.
Dan Arnold over Dalton Schultz this week in our war of attrition.
Oh,
Dan
yeah.
Traded today, Tony.
Who?
What at?
Dan Arnold got traded today.
I know. I saw that.
From the Panthers?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's on the Jaguars now.
Oh, my goodness. I have Dan Arnold in so many leagues, and now he's done. Trevor Lawrence is not playing the ball. I guess Trevor Lawrence isn't that big of a downgrade from Sam Arnold, technically, but they just picked up Jacob Hollister, too. On the Jags, they got Jacob Hollister now. They got Manhurts. They got O'Shaughnessy's hurt, I think. That's why. But, yeah. But they got, like, 3 tight ends now.
I think they need, I think they wanted, some pass catching options. I don't know. I'm encouraged I still have Gerald Everett on this team, so I'm encouraged by him getting some targets and some catches yesterday in that game. I hope that can continue.
Browns fan
really
doesn't like Lamar Jackson, so he's bringing that up right now. That it took him. Delay game and a missed field goal. If I traded Austin Eckler, AJ Brown, and Sony Michelle for Devontae Adams, is that a good trade?
Yes.
Browns
Yes.
fan cracks me up. I love it.
Right, Riley, what else do you have? Like, you're giving up a ton.
Just no, do that trade. You get Devontae Adams. He got concussed in a game. They called a timeout, and he was right back out there to win the game for
He
the
died on the field and came back within 2 minutes.
He undertankered that shit like big time. It was like boom.
He was out, like he was limp, and he was done, and he came back. Yeah, get Devontae Adams by any means necessary. Austin Eckler, take him. AJ Brown's injured. Sony Michelle's a backup. Yeah, of course. Let's go, Dak. Dak TD. Yes, I got him too. So hopefully he won me something because I think I needed him to score like at least 16 or at least like 7. I forgot what it was. It wasn't that much. That's why I wasn't worried. But he didn't play that good, so it's not great, same old. But at least we probably got a dub. I wanted like 30 from him, but I'll take 20.
Yeah. Hurts' points aren't always going to be beautiful, but I remember a few years back where I had like an injury. I think whoever my quarterback was, Phillip Rivers or Big Ben or whatever, and I picked up Blake Bortles and won a bunch of games with him at quarterback.
That's how the Raiders won their last matchup, Tony. Barely sketchy, but it wins a win, you know?
Yeah,
hey, Riley,
exactly.
You can afford to make that trade, Riley.
Sketchy. The
Oh, my
Las
bad.
Vegas Skechers.
Yeah, I agree though. That's a good trade. Yeah, make the trade. It doesn't even matter who you have. Make that trade, Riley.
Jason, did we find out how you were? How did you become a Raiders fan? Were you born into it?
How
Or
can
did
you
you
be born
just-
into it?
Well, you know, like he said, he's on the East Coast. He said he's in the New England area. Like if you're born in New England area, it's like beaten into you that you're like a Patriots fan.
Boda said he hates the Patriots. He's from New England.
Yeah, but he escaped it and he chose the Browns because he's like, if I got to be miserable, I'm going to choose the Browns. And then he spent decades cheering for guys like McCown and Derek Anderson, Couch.
Another quarterback named Couch. I'll never forget that. But yeah, I don't know.
Everyone said they were going to put 40.
Yes, Mike. Yes.
Them boys.
Yeah.
We them boys.
Hold up.
We them boys. Cowboys. Let's go. Cowboys going to a Super Bowl. Big time. I'm not gonna say that. I was just joking.
That's what the internet's going to look like
Why don't
tonight.
they have the fumbles up there? You got to put up a stat
100%.
line. Let's put up the whole stat line.
They've never put the fumbles up. This whole time they're praising his performance like since the second quarter. They haven't put those fumbles up.
Why do you hate Dak so much, Tony?
What happened?
Why do you hate Dak so much?
I don't hate Dak.
Okay, then. Let's not put the fumbles up.
I hate the Cowboys.
I didn't take
He
my own advice.
has a star in his helmet. Until the
Dak
Cowboys just get wrecked, Mike, I'm going to cheer against them. They need to get absolutely wrecked before I let this grudge go.
I don't know. The Giants look bad. The football team look bad, Tony. I don't know if they're gonna get right.
And I want it to be on a bad call. I want it to be on like a bad, oh man, that was a not pass interference. Too bad.
Browns.
If you have dyslexia, this game is tied. So that's a silver lining for the.
Hi, Browns fan. How's it going?
Jay, for all of our dyslexic fans out there, it's not 41-14 in favor of the Eagles. It's actually the other way around.
Tony, can you do me a favor?
No.
Can you go edit our War of Attrition League and move one of my tight ends out and put Schultz in?
I absolutely can. Joseph, it's happening.
Let's
Garbage
go,
City.
Right.
Well, I need like a big run, like a touchdown just won't happen. I need, like I said.
Just throw a bomb. Just have them throw a bomb to like Reagor. Jalen Reagor.
Garbage. It's Garbage City.
And I actually
That's
said
not-
yeah.
That's how I know the Cowboys are actually good because now Dak's on the other side of garbage time for the first time ever since he's been.
The D linemen aren't even rushing.
No,
I need a big rush. I need like a 30-yard run from Hurt.
Can you get some pre?
That could happen.
Hey Robson. Earlier we talked about you in very great things. We compared you and Mike. Go rewatch that and give us your thoughts.
Hi, Alex Robson.
Don't rewatch it, Alex. I didn't
Hi, Alex Robson.
Don't rewatch it. I have the timestamp down, Robson, but I'm not gonna tell you what it is.
Hey, Tony,
It was
that's
hilarious.
Wait, what did I do? What did I do? Something? I didn't say anything mean. Yes, you did.
Amari
My
Cooper
hands
trying
on
ball.
He's playing right now.
Yeah.
He got under
Another-
17 fantasy points. I think he got under 5 fantasy points.
Yeah, nothing.
Another one.
I'm okay with the Hurts garbage time. Give me my prize picks, Hurts.
DJ Khaled.
DJ Khaled sitting here as an Eagles fan.
How you gonna
Just like
call that?
another
How you-
holding penalty. I don't know, Joe. I don't know.
But the last one, when I showed you blatantly on a
That was not
touchdown.
holding. That was not holding. That was good blocking, and the D lineman got beat, and they just gave it to him.
Yeah, he just fell, but he's wearing a Cowboys jersey. We saw this, Mike, last week. Did you not see
We did see
how
this
many? Yeah.
I'm telling y'all right now, the last 2 games has only told me that Dak Prescott is being fluffed up to be comeback player of the year. So lock it in 100%. Dak, he's going to be the big highlight story of like he was injured, he came back. It was an amazing story. Cowboys made the playoffs. It's going to be this whole amazing storyline they're going to run.
You're
Because
sounding like the
that's what
fluffer right now.
Why can't he just be
they're
good?
gonna do. Am I?
Why can't he just
Yeah.
be good?
He is good.
Okay,
I
that's
think
it.
he's great.
He's good.
But-
That's why he's going to win comeback player of the year.
Yeah, but also the refs are making it where they have a good record on top of him just being good.
You don't have to have a
Because
good record. You don't have to have a good record to win comeback player of the year.
I think you have to have a decent to make a playoff storyline at least for him.
I think
No,
Keenan
you can't
Allen
make a-
won it
You
on,
can't make a play, but you can't make a playoff storyline for a guy that didn't even make the playoffs.
Keenan Allen, a wide receiver, won it on a losing season, I'm pretty sure. A wide
No.
receiver.
No, but I'm saying for a playoff storyline, they can't make it if they don't make the playoffs. You can't be like Dak
Doesn't
Prescott.
need to be a
came
playoff
back and
storyline.
led the playoffs.
Comeback player of the year?
Jalen Hurts is garbage.
Alex Smith played like 15 series last year and won comeback player of the year.
And they
Like,
made the
it's-
playoffs
But not because of him. Like the
because
the
the
bloody sock game, I was nauseous the entire time. Like waiting, I was like, his leg's gonna fall off. I just was panicking for the man.
Oh wait, hey, side note, this right here, and I love Tom Brady's my favorite player, and I think it definitely wasn't a fumble because of the tuck rule, and that would make every Raiders fan upset. It definitely wasn't a fumble though, like it legally, legitly wasn't a fumble. That's not what it was called. So,
What's
so
going
take
on
it.
right now?
Just like Pete Carroll made the right decision by throwing the ball on the goal line, like people dispute that.
You see this?
What the hell are you talking about, Jay? Just
I don't know
stop.
what he's talking about either, but you see this?
Look at the
See me
comments.
pointing up? Now you can't, but I'm pointing up because this is where the Cowboys are going in the power rankings. Up, 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 up.
I agree.
Why? They're going to have the referees help them every freaking week?
Yes, they are.
You have a mobile quarterback. This isn't holding.
First and
No.
30.
It isn't holding, I agree, but it's 41-14. That holding call did not affect this game.
Gainwell.
Well, yeah, and I don't care because Jalen Hurts sucks from now on. James
Joe,
Winston, like,
Send me Gainwell to the Lions League.
He's sucked since the beginning. He sucked since this whole season started.
I don't care. Nothing can change my mind right now. He can go out and throw 2 touchdowns in this game. He still sucks.
Thank you, Browns fan. You're now officially my favorite commenter today. This is what I like to see right here. Yes, 100% correct. The Seahawks made the right call. It was.
No, they
it was
didn't.
They did,
No, they
and
didn't.
Ricardo Lockett should have went for the
Why would
ball.
they
He
be
literally
right?
went away. He went
Why
away
would
from
they
the
be
ball.
right?
After it was going to fall in his hand.
No, there's no world that you don't run the ball there.
Yeah.
No, you
It's-
pass the ball and you go for the catch. He went away from it like it was going to go into his hands, and then Malcolm Brown just picked it off. It was an easy play. So
What was the name of the guy he threw the ball to again?
Ricardo Lockett.
Exactly. That's why you don't throw the ball to Ricardo Lockett.
Yeah, you don't.
Marshawn Lynch.
Get him out of there. Throw the ball to Curse should have been the target.
Like the Chargers on the 1 yard line this last
for sure.
weekend. Why is there even a motion? Just line up and run it. There's no reason to motion players anyways.
You have a team
didn't do anything.
built on defense with a Hall of Fame running
I
back.
said this.
and
I literally just said this last time we talked about this. Yes, he was getting stuff at the goal line, and he had a fumble on the goal line already. I literally say this. Thank you, Browns fan. I've been saying this for so long.
They could have ran it. He could have gotten stuffed, and they would have had more time still to continue.
Yeah, Flojo
Right,
said
yeah.
the tuck rule took away the Raiders championship that year.
It did, and I'm super happy it did.
No, I think it was a good call. Tom Brady.
Garbage
Why,
time?
why Greg Ward out of all people?
Greg
though? Why
Ward
couldn't he have
Jr.
been the red
I have
guard?
not, like, the Eagles' O-line have not blocked anyone the entire drive, and somehow they still scored. He was just on the
Where's
run
Rager?
the entire drive, the entire thing. He ran
and
to the
he just-
right side too.
And he dropped it like a Sports Center highlight right there. He was like, what? Jumped out of bounds.
Thanks, Browns fan. I appreciate
Told
that.
you.
Follow
Told you,
me on
Joe.
Instagram or whatever, Browns fan. Follow me on IG, JFly23, just like it shows up here. JAEFLY23. Follow me. I need more of these takes.
Tony, I'm down by 2.2 points.
Onside kick, Joe.
Go for 2. Go for 2.
They should go for 2.
Joe, what did
Yeah.
I tell you?
No, because it's a 20-point game. They got to still score 3 touchdowns. So
He's-
what they got to do now?
He has
Oh, go ahead, Tony.
25 points now, Joe.
It still hurts.
25.
In my league, he has 23.
Because the passing touchdown is not worth 2. Probably.
Oh no, not again this weekend.
What? What?
I need him to get 0.1 more fantasy points.
For prize picks?
What is it? 23 point what, Joe?
I have him at 23.1 in my league.
Yeah, I got it. Woo!
Because I have 12 points for touchdowns. So he has 2 touchdowns.
No.
But we give 1 point for every 25 yards. So he has 12 points for there. He's thrown 2 interceptions, which was -2.
Mike,
Price Picks doesn't have the same scoring.
Mike, look at this.
Wow, I'm happy.
This is your buddy Moe's right here.
clutch.
Look at that.
Clutch.
You see that?
Yeah, I see that. Hey, say something to him. I'll clip this out.
Clip it out and tell him Tony hung that L on you big time, bro.
Here, Tony, here.
What happened? I don't know this dude. I'm not gonna talk smack to some dude who like sacrificed his life
This is
for
the
me to
top
have all my
30.
freedoms.
He's a recruiter. He ain't sacrificing his life. Go ahead.
He's sacrificing his life if he had to sit behind a desk.
I don't know.
Actually,
I don't know these people.
he was stationed overseas with me, so respect to you,
Okay.
Dyson. I'm just
Yeah.
joking. He's a recruiter now after a lot of sacrifice.
Okay. Well, either way, I'm gonna not gonna talk a lot of smack in this league.
He's still in, so his sacrifice could continue down the line.
This is the first Cowboy game that we probably haven't brought this name up, but I'm going to bring it up. Ben DiNucci.
Is he in?
No, I think Gilbert. Ben DiNucci got cut. This should
Damn
be
it.
Gilbert, right?
No, Ben. How do we live in a world where Ben gets cut and Tyler Heineke's still in a football team? Doesn't make on the football
I don't
team at
understand
all.
that either.
Mike,
Get
Don't.
it.
Do
Don't.
some research and let's
Don't.
get Ben DiNucci on the Warzone Sports Network.
Let's
Can we
get
do
him.
that?
So mad. I'm just so mad.
Get him in a watching football uniform
What
by
do you think,
next
Tony?
week.
What?
Can we get Ben DiNucci on here?
Is Ben
I don't want. Why would he want to come on here after all this slander that's been?
No, I'm
we don't
hyping him
slander
up.
him. We love Ben DiNucci.
I just say nothing but good things about Ben DiNucci.
Mike,
This
why
young
did you leave
man
the
has his
military?
whole life ahead of him, and all you guys do is troll him.
No, I said one bad thing about him on my Instagram for
answer that
40
question.
seconds.
But well,
Yeah, which was part of a 38-minute show.
how much do you think I would have to pay Ben DiNucci to be my flag football team quarterback?
Oh,
$10 an hour. Well, what's the minimum
Flojo
wage?
versus
Pride of
DiNucci?
JMU.
That's prime time right there.
Ben DiNucci.
I come out there with
Oh.
Ben DiNucci. How do they react?
I'll tell you what, I'm betting on my boy Flojo on that.
Browns
Over
fans-
Ben
Diego, call a timeout. Do something because I need some damn fantasy points.
Flojo, I got your back in this one.
Got you, Browns fan. You locked
It
in.
actually is probably closer than we'd expect.
There you go, Jerry.
Good slice of watermelon.
That is true though, because you can't eat Ben DiNucci. So yes, I agree with that.
I'm with same old sports. I'm with this.
With a little bit of mustard on there.
Summertime, a little bit of mustard. What the hell's wrong with
People
mustard?
put mustard and mayonnaise and ketchup on everything, and it's just weird to me.
Can you guys
Hot
believe
dogs,
it?
pancakes. What kind of believe?
Alex
I
Robson,
needed-
I need
I
you to
needed-
comment on this right now.
I needed Aaron Rodgers to score one more point. I needed Justin Herbert to score one more completion. I needed Patrick Mahomes to get one more completion, and I need Dak Prescott and Jalen Hurts to get one more fantasy point. How is this even happening?
Well, Hurts should get that.
No, they won't get the ball back. They didn't even call timeout. They're not even trying.
Prize
Yeah,
Pick
they're
breaking
not-
this
they're not
crap.
calling it?
No, this is going too far. They have like some kind of future powers or something. They're rigging
Yo,
it.
you
I will-
been removed.
I will tell you something about that, but I'll say it off the air because I don't want to like hurt stock. But I will tell you, I told Tony a little bit of it. I didn't get into detail about it because I got into Prize Picks early, and I'll talk about that off the air. But anyway, yeah, kick him out for that suggestion, Joe.
I just
there he
did. I already booted him.
All right, I'll do it too. Just playing.
I already booted him.
Oh, let's go. Reset, number 12.
You know what would actually be kind of funny right now is if Devonta Smith got back in the game and like got a catch and fumbled the ball to end the game, and I lost by whatever after talking shit to Mose, putting the score up on the board. That would be kind of funny.
It's going to be crazy out here. I don't know. I need Dak to ball out. I don't know. I think no one did good, really. Jalen did good, though. That was cool. I had Rager, too. I don't think he did anything.
Well, Zeke played early. The Eagles' offense in the offensive line won so many penalties, and they didn't really block that well, but also, like, I don't know.
Finally, some respect, Tony, for my guy Lamar Jackson. Finally, someone putting some respect on his name. Top 5 QB.
You know what time it is, Tony?
And they beat the Lions.
It's Haskins season.
Haskins.
Oh.
Wait, the Eagles. Oh, they're going to use their timeouts after the 2-minute warning. That makes more sense, right?
If they can stop them here.
There it
Doesn't
is.
matter.
Use the timeouts. You got a minute and 53 is a
Joe.
lot of time in the NFL.
This is gonna happen.
There we go.
The full.
Okay, I made it. I like Haskins. How I ended up with a Haskins T-shirt at the end of at the beginning of the season, I don't know, but I love it, and I'm gonna use it for the rest of the season. Just to let you guys know. Because we were talking about
get that for?
because the Steelers played the Cowboys in the Hall of Fame game, and that was our first football game that we did on here. And I was talking about Haskins and how much I like him and how much I think he could do with Pittsburgh in the upcoming years. And it just became that thing that we talk about almost every show. And then somebody goes, "Hey, I'm buying you a Steelers shirt," because I coach the Steelers in flag football. And they go, "Which one you want?" I said, "Haskins."
I'm surprised they had it.
My wife didn't think it was funny.
Aw.
I tried.
Okay.
Mike,
What's up?
Go
I
ahead.
need two, and I need 2.2 points from Jalen Hurts.
I
Oh,
need
you got it right here.
one. I need one. So we're on the same team here. Let's root for Hurts.
Yeah, let's root for Hurts. Let's get some
What?
Jalen Reagor.
I
Here's
get the three.
kicker.
I can get the 3 out of
Here's the
5
kicker.
if he gets one.
I can't let the ball go to Miles Sanders or Goddard.
Oh, Goddard might be a guy.
Stipulations on your 2
And
points.
I made the mistake of starting Michael Carter this week over Gainwell, and I would have won that way too if I would have done that.
So you want them to just like get Hurts one pass down the field, completes it to Whiteside, and then you just want them to kneel this clock out.
Or just throw a touchdown, just throw a long touchdown. That's cool.
Yeah, long touchdown first play.
So I need 50 yards, which is 2 points. But then I'll still be a point.
Or 20 rushing. 20 rushing is probably your best
20
case.
rushing, yeah.
Then you don't got to worry about those other guys at all.
But knowing these referees, he'll rush the ball and he'll get 20, and then they'll be like, "Oh,
Dude,
holding."
We got completion to start it off, Joe. So you're off to a good start. You know what I learned?
Yards. I need the yards. I don't need the completions.
Oh, that's not good.
Why do you?
I
guys
want to tell you
stop me?
something. If y'all
there you
have
go.
kids, you can't name someone with a "la" because LeBron, Lamar, all they do is get like LaRun, LaBum. Like it's just so easy to like call them anything bad in their name.
Come on, what are you doing?
Lamar's
Stop letting the
pissing
clock run. Act like you got a pair and play the win.
Oh,
Remember last
Reagor
year when they
almost
tanked?
got it.
Remember last
Oh,
year
yeah.
they actually tanked?
Wow.
Aren't they tanking now? Don't they want a higher draft pick?
Wow.
Bro, Jalen Reagor did not catch that. That would have been it for everyone. Mike would have won.
That
Joe
was
would've won. Jalen Reagor, what are you doing with your life? It actually doesn't even matter for me anymore because he's not going to get enough points for it to matter. At this point.
6 days ago, McCarthy was a sweaty mess in SoFi at the end of that game, and now he's just over there like, "Oh, hot dogs. Well, what do we have after the game, fellas? Come on, big win."
I can't believe he's wearing that sweat jacket.
Oh, there you
pretty
go.
good.
That's your point.
Yeah.
Oh,
They will be 1-3, Jason, when the Eagles beat them next week because this team
Not
totally
enough.
beat them.
there you go, fellas.
Not enough.
Wait, who plays the Chiefs next weekend?
The Eagles.
Oh, that's a dub.
That game is
Laughable.
50 seconds.
Is it Sunday Night Football, or do we get the Eagles again on prime time, or no?
I hope
Blowout?
not. I don't want to watch it.
Come on, Forrest!
I said I'll do anything. I said I'll do anything.
Joe's gonna be sick after watching this play.
No,
Yeah.
no.
It's gonna be sick.
Someone dropped the big one.
Worse, probably worse. No, you're good, Mike. You're cool. You should be fine with your pick.
Jalen Hurts sucks, Mike. Just know that. He sucks. He sucks. Jalen Hurts sucks.
At least it wasn't a fumble, right?
All I can ask for is a freaking stat correction. Mike, I don't know if you guys can see my screen. Take this comment off.
Oh, my bad. I hit it and then it popped up.
He missed it by 0.12, Jay.
Who did?
Jalen.
I can't see it, Joe. You got to make it bigger than that.
There's gonna be a stat correction, Joe. You won that game.
169.1 to 168.3.
Welcome to my entire fantasy football season so far.
I scored
but
the
you got
second most in the whole league this week, and I lost.
Those are some painful losses that gotta happen for you to grow and become a better player and trade Hurts.
Or you can just go 3-0 like me in our Warzone.
He still got 21, so you should be able to trade him, right? Or 23, whatever it was.
169.
Dallas is so much better than the Eagles and the Giants and the football team. You guys,
that was
I lost by less than a point. Less than a point.
Okay.
that's pretty painful.
Hurts is such a beast. Let's put up 20 points. Let's go.
Jason, thank you. We will see you next Monday night. I expect
Lit.
a big lightning bolt on the hood of your car. After
Jason, you gonna do it? Is that the bet?
well,
So you have
I'm
to put a
not-
Raiders logo on his car. You have to put a bolt on yours. Whoever wins.
would even put a Raiders logo on my minivan?
Yeah,
Give-
like the whole thing. Just wrap it.
But the children, they'd be traumatized.
It's okay. It's worth it.
What?
No, the Chargers are doing anyway, right? Tony, let's do it.
We'll get into this. We got a long week ahead of us. Joe, Mike, Jay, I will talk to you gentlemen later.
All right, sounds good.
Take us home, Joseph.
I'm not sure what we got going on tomorrow.
Yo,
but,
wrap it.
A lot of stuff going on tomorrow. It's Tuesday, Taco Tuesday.
I'll hit you with this, Joe. Starting at 4 o'clock, Overreaction Tuesday with the boys from Sports Force. 5 o'clock, Ballers Report. Really. 6 o'clock, Laughing Quietly to Myself with Jay and ridiculous clips from the internet shall be fun. Wednesday, we got preview shows with the Raiders Allegiance. Vomit, Vomit, Vomit. Mike's Film Room. Thursday, watch parties. Team previews. The week is packed. Just subscribe. That's all you got to do. Hit the button. We're here all the time. And we're going to have fun. We're going to keep talking this mess. It's great.
From now until next Monday, ladies and gentlemen, we will have 10 to 15 shows air on this network. You gotta have those notifications
More
on
than that.
and smash that like button.
Oh, I forgot about noon. We got the waiver wire pickup show with fantasy shot callers. The fantasy football junkyard. Noon tomorrow, live here. What do you want? What are you picking up? What are you
There's only
spending
3 things that I want to conquer in life, and that's the Prize Picks time traveling machine. That's the YouTube algorithm when you guys smash the like button, and that's the Raiders next week on Monday Night Football.